Hello, SimFans. Check one, check two.
Welcome, SimFans, to another Thursday night live stream. Okay, a little crazy. How's everybody doing tonight? It's gonna be mental. Oh yes, my friends, it's going to be a good night. Sevakilla. Aviation Spada, welcome my friends. TTA Simulate, John Franco! I will not be missing the stream. Welcome, John. Hell yeah, man. Hell yes. Hells to the yes. Brood of the Greats in the household. Golfer 67, welcome my friends. It is so good to see you. Who else we got here? Alan Cleveland's in the house. Alan, how you doing, buddy? Kyle Summers! Hey-o! I feel like I'm back into the Johnny Carson days, right? With Ed McMahon, right? I can't do the hey-o as well as him, though. Marion Harris is in the house. Marion, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, friends. It's going to be such a good night, I think. Who else we got here? Delgam, of course, Delgam88. How you doing, my friend? Delgam. Ryan Hare says, hello. Hello to you, Ryan. So good to see you, my friends. Why is my scroll wheel not working? I don't know what the hell's going on. Old Golfer 67. How you doing, buddy? Short Round's in the house. Short Round, good to see you as well, my friend. Oh my gosh. So many have come tonight to see the premiere of the 737-800. We're going to get into that. And also, well, let me get going here. But Old Golfer says you're echoing. Really? I'm echoing. Oh, hold on. I might know what's going on. Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the waters. I'm not sure why I'm echoing. Hold on. Are you sure you're not echoing? Old Golfer 67, you might have a other window that's open. You might have Discord that's open. Please check that out because I don't think I'm echoing. Anyone else hear me echoing? Yeah, Kyle doesn't hear. It's probably on your end, Old Golfer, I'm guessing. All right, so Marion Harris says no echo here. I think it's on you, Old Golfer, this time. Usually it's me. Bob Weaver says sounds good. So good to see you, my friends. Oh my gosh, do we have a great stream ready for us tonight, my friends. Jamie Whitman in the house. No echo here. The Flight Simmer, good to be back. The Flight Simmer, good to see you. Thank you so much, friends, for saying no echo on their ends. This happens to all of us, Old Golfer. It happens to the best of us. You know, that's the problem with Windows these days. You can have so many applications and things open. But, friends, it is so good to see you. Do we have a good one for tonight? Friends, welcome. Let's roll that beautiful beam footage. Let's see what happens here. I kind of put the thumb on, and here we go. Let's see what happens. Are we there yet? Nope, we're not there yet. Bear with me while there we go. Technical difficulties here, but here we go. So 11:04 in the a.m. I saw some of you asking, hey, what time is it of the day? And what's the deal here? Are we doing live weather? Yes, we are. As you can see, live weather right there, friends. Live weather. I'm not seeing you guys, so I don't know if you're here. I have to believe that you're here. So it looks like we're running into the old multiplayer glitch, friends. How many of you are out there that are in the sim right now? Do tell. Tommy Hughes is in the house. Tommy, good to see you. So good to see you. Sitting in the peanut gallery tonight. Mechanical malfunctions. Old Golfer says here. Well, shucks. See, I was afraid of this. I don't know. You know, we got kind of a small gate here. We're all here beside and around you, so you guys aren't seeing me? All right. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm just going to reload this because I can, right? So I'm just going to reload this, friends. I'll reload it because we're going to get into the TCA, the new Boeing Yoke that I just received this week. And I am on the East, Kyle, so I'm just going to reload here because I did see a few of you early on. So let's just check it out. Let's take a look-see. So I see some of you here. Look, who's that? Flying Boeing, I see you there. And Old Golfer, I see you there. So let me try this again, friends. Let's just go ahead and start. And just check this. Yes, East USA, Kyle, so should be good there. Gate 1, let me reload this. And hopefully this fixes it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Let me get it back to about 11 a.m. And Fruden says, I knew this was going to be a 3-beer takeoff. Oh, Fruden, you have no idea, my friend. No idea. So good to see you, friends. Okay, so let me start with the script because I went off script as usual. We ready for the highly anticipated PMDG Boeing 737-800? Yes, picked it up yesterday. Got it all set up. Got all my views set up, ready to go, controls, all good. Just released this week. I love it. I flew it once last night. I think many of you picked it up yesterday and love it as well. I think Old Golfer picked it up. I know Aviation Spotter picked it up. Del Gam, I think you picked it up. I think quite a few of you picked it up. And so we're going to have fun with this bird tonight. And we're going to have pretty exciting takeoff. We'll get into that in a moment. And we're going to start, and this is just for Vruden, by the way. We're going to start cold and dark. So we're going to take just a little extra time tonight before we take off. So Vruden can get through his 3, maybe plus 1 beers. W Fields, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see everyone. W Fields, good to see you as well. Thanks for joining. W Fields, I'm not sure with all the previews. We'll get into your suggested flight. We are doing John's suggested flight, as you probably saw, John. So kudos and thank you for suggesting this flight. Don't you worry, W Fields. If we don't fit it in tonight, maybe we'll do... I thought about doing a double header for Saturday, so we'll see. Because maybe we could do a GA flight like we usually do on Saturday, and then maybe we can squeeze in that commercial flight because W Fields, you suggested kind of a short route. I think it's like maybe a 30-minute flight or something crazy like that. Let's see, did this work? Probably not. Nope. It sure didn't. Well, okay. Well, maybe you guys will all populate here. You can see me though, right? I'm taking it that you can all see me, so maybe it'll eventually populate here, friends. We'll just let that go and like... Oh, there we go. TTA Sam, Master for there it goes. Don't game short. Now I see you. Hey, everybody's here. Woo! Look at all of you. Vruden over there in his Tomcat. Old Golfer 67. Master Freeze. Who's Master Freeze? Scooby. Flying Boeing over there in his 737. Look at us with our it's like a clusterfuck. Look at this. There's so many of us because this is really a small gate. So when I saw this, John, when I did this, and of course this is the Orbic scenery, right? This is payware scenery. I don't know how many of you have this, but I'm like, this is going to be hilarious because we're all going to be packed in here, which we see right now, right? Aviation Spotter says, oh, there we go. Oh my, I'm going to get a screenshot of this because this is absolutely ridiculous, but nonetheless, hilarious, friends. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, again, we're going to be back in. No, we're not back in. For the first time, we're going to be highlighting the 737-800 that was released by PMDG. Is it worth it? Well, we'll get into that. Is it worth it if you have the 737, 700, or the 600? We're going to have a little bit of the debate tonight, okay? I'm not going to say what my opinion is because actually the jury's still out. I flew the aircraft one time, but I do have a feeling for if it's worth it or not, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But again, let's do the old Bravo Quadrant. I did extend it out to the wide view, as you can see. So you can see here is the TCA Boeing Yoke, and oh, friends, I'm telling you what, it's making me feel a little funky, if you know what I mean. But it is, I love the resistance, unlike, I've been flying the Alpha, flight controls this whole time since I started live streaming. I'm telling you what, it's not cheap, but it just has just enough resistance. It is spring loaded. We're going to get into that in just a second, but then we can see right next to it, we are pairing it up tonight, friends, with the Bravo Throttle Quadrant. I did debate, and some of you know this in Discord, when I was thinking about buying this, I was debating getting the actual Throttle Quadrant that comes from Thrustmaster. Reviews on that are kind of back and forth. They're kind of a mixed review. And I'm like, why the hell would I get that when I already have this beautiful Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant that a lot of you have? I'm going to pair it with this. Reviews on the Yoke. Again, the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing Yoke have been spectacular. I'm here to tell you right now, I haven't done a lot of flying with it. I'm going to do a full video reviewing this Yoke as I get more experience with it. But so far, I love it, friends. I love it. It's not cheap, kind of like the Thrustmaster TPR pedals. This thing right now is retail, I think, at $450. You can get it right now on sale, I think, at least earlier in the week. You can get it on sale at B&H for $336. So definitely pick that up if you don't have it yet, if you can afford it, of course. So we're going to talk about this here, and I'm going to take that off for just a moment, and let's take a look at what does this Yoke have in store. So some of you, probably a lot of you had looked at this, but let's take a look. It feels like a dream, right? A little marketing here, but this is licensed by Boeing. So in a nutshell, TCA Yoke Boeing, you see, I'm just like reading this shit, and you all can read it too. But here, I think the important thing is, it works with the Xbox One, it works with the Xbox Series X and S, like you can see here, and it works with PC. Obviously, we're in here with the PC, but some of you and many of you now are joining the stream. You have Xbox Series X and you're flying on the Xbox. Here is a really good peripheral for those of you that are on Xbox and you're maybe not spending a fortune on PC. And so, yes, you can fly it. And not just the Xbox Series X, you can fly it with the Xbox, Xbox One, and the X and S. So that's a nice touch. And again, this is modeled after the 787 airliner. Okay, we're flying the 737-800, but nonetheless, it has a pendular motion to it. And so, yeah, anyway, it's going to work for any of your aircraft, not just the Boeing either, right? Because a lot of the concept of this yoke will work with, like, if you're a big fan of the CRJ, some of the other aircraft that have a familiar feel like the Boeing Yokes. So I'm not going to go into that, but so as you can see, that's what it looks like. You've all seen it. Now this says 1-to-1 size replica. Now I have seen some debates online about, yeah, it's not quite the actual size of a 787. Now they're saying it is. I've never flown a 787, so who the hell knows, right? I don't think any of us have flown a 787 that's in here. So we'll have to believe it. Pendular mechanism, again, that's that forward and back. Let me go ahead and do the, can everybody see this as we're talking? Yeah, okay, so we've got so you got the pendular mechanism, the 100% metal frame. Now, when it says 100% metal frame, be clear, this yoke is plastic on the outside. When they say a metal frame, that's the innards, that's the construct inside is all metal. The outside is all plastic. Let's not kid ourselves, it's not all metal. Like the TPR pedals. The TPR pedals are all metal. There's not a single piece of plastic that I'm aware of on the TPR pedals that are Thrustmaster. Now, this is all plastic on the outside. So we'll say that the outside is plastic, the inside is the metal frame. Adjustable springs. So you can, I've got the default settings here for this thing, and I think it has a good resistance. It might need a little more. It comes with one spring. I didn't grab the spring, but it's kind of a small spring, but you can add it, and there's instructions for adding it. It does have a place to mount your checklist to. I don't have that on right now, but anyway, and 2 additional axes allowing for a variety of maneuvers. So what I like about this thing is when you're doing your elevator pressure forward and back and your ailerons left and right, they are all independent. True, that's the case when you talk about the Alpha Honeycomb, but it has more of a natural feel with the Boeing. And so, unlike if some of you that might be using a flight stick, there you're doing your elevator. You potentially with a flight stick can be doing your elevator and your ailerons at the same time. That's great when you're flying a fighter aircraft. Not necessarily so great when you're flying a commercial airliner. So anyway, again, officially licensed by Boeing. The pendular mechanism, the 2 additional, now this 2 additional axis, this is kind of a joke. Down here, there's these little 2 axes. Can you kind of see it's falling off the end here? But yeah, who's gonna want to do? I suppose if you don't have a throttle quadrant, sure, that's fine. That's fine and dandy, but I'm gonna hold it at fine. I'm gonna hold short of dandy. So I think it's fine, probably not dandy, all right? But nonetheless, you have a couple axes there. So for those of you that are on the Xbox or those of you that are on PC that don't have an extra throttle quadrant, that's good. I mean, at least it gives you the option to have an axis for your throttle controls. And so here you can see the metal frame. So notice the blue is the plastic outside and the innards are all metal. So one thing I did notice, the box, by the way, is really, really packed full of protection against shock. I love to see that. I'm always really OCD about shipping and damage when it goes to be shipped. There's plenty of protection when if you buy this yoke, don't have to worry about it getting damaged in shipping more, unless somebody's just being super careless. You're good to go. Adjustable springs, as you can see here are the 4 springs, and you can add springs to this. And again, officially licensed. Now, I've read somewhere, let's see if it's in here. It's not in here. Oh, a plastic bag. Woo, a plastic bag. But it's still awesome. There's an Allen key to take a thing apart, add a spring, that sort of thing. One of the things, though, I will say is that what I'm surprised that they don't say this is kind of like their T1600M, or some of you, if you've been, anyone out there in chat have the Warthog by Thrustmaster? That son of a gun is expensive. and I can't remember what sensors they put in there, but they are high resolution sensors, definitely higher than the Alpha flight controls. I can't remember if they're 16-bit or what they are, because like I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the first iteration of the Honeycomb Alpha Throttle Quadrant, I always want to say that, Alpha flight controls, the yoke that's Honeycomb. It's a great yoke, not going to knock that at all, I love it. But the sensors, I think, are 8-bit, where this has a 16-bit or higher sensors that are not mechanical. They are frictionless, and so they should, in theory, last forever. And so anyway, that is, in a nutshell, the TCA yoke, and we're going to try it out for the first time in the live stream tonight. I know that you probably watch a lot of content providers out there since it's been released, but I'm just excited because we get to pair this with the newly released Boeing 737-800 that was just released, as you all know, from PMDG. That's a great segue, friends, to jump into the PMDG 737-800. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. In fact, let's go to the outside. Let's zoom on in here. Now, one thing you'll notice is obviously the fuselage is longer and carries more passengers than the 737-700 or this. Oh, shit. Now I just lost everybody. You'll come back, I hope. But the 700 and 600, obviously this is a larger aircraft. Hopefully you all will come back. But again, you can tell the engines, I don't remember, the engines are different. You can tell they're bigger engines on the aircraft, as you would, I think they're bigger engines, I should say. I meant to do some research and look a little bit deeper into this aircraft before we jumped in, but I just didn't have time. Aviation Spotter knows all about the Boeing aircraft, so Aviation, maybe drop it in chat. But again, you see that you got the winglets, and it does have like the shark fins too version, I believe. But the nice thing about this aircraft that I really like, friends, is the fact that if you're used to flying the 737-600 or the 700, you can jump right in this plane and everything's the same in terms of startup procedures, all the switches and knobs and dials and all that great stuff. Everything's the same. And so, yeah, so it's really easy to just jump in and start flying. And as you can see, we got the LED lights right there with the nice transparent plastic covering for those lights, for our nav lights. Again, you can see the chocks. Let's just go ahead. Again, we're in the American livery. Of course, like all the other PMDG aircraft, it has multiple liveries. When you do get the aircraft from the get-go, you have to install every single livery. Like by default, you only get the PMDG house livery. So don't forget to use your, I think it's called the PMDG Operations Center or something like that. And of course, it has all the liveries, and they constantly, PMDG updates those liveries as well as the aircraft. PMDG has not been updating the aircraft as often as they have said. Have you all noticed that? But that's okay. They've been busy. I'm actually shocked that this came out when it did. As many of you probably saw, I did a video on, you know, the upcoming release, and they were depicting like it either be, I think, between the 24th and the 31st. Again, it came out yesterday on the 24th. And so I was actually surprised with the Sim Update 10 being held off. I thought that maybe PMDG was going to pull something that they're going to hold off and wait for the Sim Update 10 to be released for Microsoft Flight Simulator by Asobo. They didn't, as you can see, as we know, they released this aircraft, and that's good to see. One other thing I want to mention is like some of you, I know there's many of you out there that follow the channel, follow the stream. Check it out with the Operations Center. You probably already noticed this, but the 737, 600, and 700 also have updates to them. No EFB yet. So speaking of EFB, let's jump on in the aircraft here. So as you can see, no EFB at this point. You might also notice that we're not seeing any of the shades yet. Those are coming as well. If you watch my video, those are probably going to be, the EFB is coming. The sunshades and that, those are going to be coming probably here shortly. But like the EFB, we should be seeing probably somewhere around mid-September is what Robert Rondazzo said. So John Franco, did you download the Avalo liveries? Oh shit, John, I forgot to download that. You know, you did say Avalo and I completely forgot that. Does Avalo, so you said 737-700. Is there an Avalo 737-800? I don't know, because when you suggested this flight, you mentioned the 737-700, and I apologize, John, I forgot to check for that. Please Please forgive me. That was my bad. That was my bad. But we have the American livery. John, will that work? I know Aviation Spotter says that'll work. That is all good. But anyway, sorry about that, John. I don't even know. Maybe they do make it for the 800. They do have both. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe another time, John. Give us an excuse to do another one here. But as you can see, it's very, very similar to. There are some things that may be different. I haven't really noticed them yet. There are some things I think, yeah, like down here, there's some things that are definitely different with the 800 than the 700. But it looks very, very, very close to the 700 and 600. Now, let's do something here. Let's go to the interior view. So let me do this. See if we can look around. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some weird stuff here. Let's see. Hold on. But as we can see, we've got the cabin here. Now, I don't know. I haven't tried this yet. This is the first time I've tried this, to be honest. Let me see if I can walk through the... Can I be like, can I get through? No, it stops me. Can I open this? How do I get out of here? Anyone know how the hell you get to the cabin? Is there a door release down here? Anyone know? Put in chat. How the hell do I get to the cabin? Because this door's closed. It's like, I haven't dicked with this. I don't see any like click points to be able to open this up. There's got to be a way to get into the cabin. Anyone know? No worries, Fanatic. Avalo pronounced. Oh, Uvalo. Okay. Does sprinkle some B738s out there. Cool. The shades are working. Oh, they are working? Have I missed them? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Dalgam. Okay, drone to. Oh, yes. God, I knew that. Thanks, old golfer. You guys would all think I was like a newbie. All right. Let's do that. No, I didn't want that. Oh, was that it? There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to slow this down. I'm surprised I don't see you guys populating yet, and that concerns me. All right, let's go ahead. Thank you, old golfer. I had a brain fart there for a second, but there we go. Thank you, sir. But here's the cabin. So lovely cabin here, as we can see. Got the displays, of course. You know, business class and first class always has the better seats and the better displays, as always. But they did nice rendering work on the inside. It looks like this is the first time I've looked at it. So I'm looking at this for the first time with all of you. Good to back to the crapper. Let's see how that looks. Did they put that in? Ryan here. How you doing, Ryan? Ryan is in the house, friends. Welcome, Ryan. Good to see you. Let's see here. Lavatory. Okay, who wants to place a bet? Although a lot of you will probably know this. No, see? Come on. We need a shitter in this aircraft. What is going on, PMDG? Do you not know that people want to take a look in the lavatory? I mean, if you're gonna put it here, don't make us go outside and freak out like we're gonna drop out of the aircraft. Anyway, friends, sorry, I digress. But anyway, so yeah, pretty nice work, obviously. This looks like a very, very clean aircraft. Any vomit bags that are used? Nope, no vomit bags. I would suspect this is going to be a very sanitary aircraft, given there is no crapper. But anyway, gotta have some fun. But yeah, I mean, nicely done on the inside. It's nice that they have a cabin feature as well. So, fun. So that's it, friends. But I'm not going to get into details on this bird right now. Although now I got this messed up. Let's see. Now I got to get back to our wing view. Actually, what I could do is just cheat. Go up here. By the way, go to your camera view. Vruden's got to be going crazy right now, friends. Going crazy. Fixed camera, I think. Well, okay, let's see. We'll find it. 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, we're close. 5, probably 3. Nope, 2. There we go. 1. All right, back to it. All right, friends. Okay, so let's get into... See, I'm concerned that I'm not seeing all of you. I'm not going to restart it at this point. I'm just going to hope that everything will refresh. What do you guys... I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want me to restart the sim? Because it seemed to work last time. Do you guys want me to restart? I'll try hopping servers. All right, let me try that. Always seems like this is something that comes up, doesn't it? Why? 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 Why, friends? Good God. Seriously. It's almost like when we have a lot of people that join, which I wouldn't have any other way, but it almost seems like that's when we start having funky stuff happening. Nothing? Hello? Hello, computer. Go back to East. Close. We'll give that a whirl and see if it'll eventually update, but while we're doing that, let's go ahead and jump on into the aircraft. WFIN says, ever since I installed the KFLL payware, it keeps kicking me out of the game. Then I have to restart it and it works fine. That's weird. Yes, sir. Short round says it'll come back. Yes, I agree, short round. So let's go ahead and start and get ready. Do you want me to turn the tunes off or leave them on, friends? This is your stream just as much as mine, so we'll turn them down. How about that? We'll turn them down. Nice little middle ground here. Turn off multiplayer and data options and turn it back on. TTA, I'll try that. I've done that before, and that sometimes works too, and sometimes it doesn't. But we'll give it a whirl. Multiplayer, isn't it under data? Yeah, you said data, right? Multiplayer. Here we go. Off. Let the little swirly thing go, and then on. We'll see if that works. John Franco says, Symphonic in 2021, the VP stopped by KHVN with Air Force 2 757s for some pizza in New Haven. Best pizza? No way. That's awesome. Okay, as you can see, we don't have anything going right now, and so we don't have our hydraulics, so we're not going to see the ailerons. See, I get this shit. It says, your current bandwidth is too low. Really? I've got a gig download and upload. You're going to tell me, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that I don't have enough bandwidth? Sure. I don't buy it. Let me see here. Delgam says, for the shades, go to aircraft equipment page 6. Oh, that's why. Okay, buddy. Oh, this is the other thing too, friends. Do I still have my... Yeah, so we still have this going. Notice there's this thumb thing here too, so you can actually pan this. So for those of you that don't have your track IR, you can actually easily pan around your aircraft with this little, and that's a nice touch to the Boeing TCA. So let's go ahead and turn that off for now. Kyle sees me. See, what's up with that? I'll see you guys, but I don't know if it's my ISP and thinking like I don't have enough bandwidth or what, but let's get down here. And so I assume this is gonna be under FS actions. See what Delgam says. To the shades, go to aircraft equipment page 16 at the bottom. Help me out here. I've got FS actions, PMDG setup, maybe? Aircraft, you say options, is that right? Equipment page. Let's check out options. Where am I going here, Delt? Wrong page. Go to setup. Okay. That's where I was before. I'm in setup. Then aircraft. This is where I was. Oh, here, equipment. Thank you. And you said page 16, or wait, 16. Okay, so we'll go back a page. 16. Window shades. Awesome. Thank you, sir. See, you guys, yeah, you help me out, and you guys are the best. Let's go ahead and check that out now. All right. I didn't execute or something. I do? I missed him then. I do? I must be blind because I don't see shit. Well, I don't see any blinds. Where are the click spots? Is below the window to your left. Oh, below. Middle side window. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. I see. There we go. Nice. Thank you, brother. Oh, that's cool. I'll have some fun with that. I haven't even tried this out, so I see where the click spots are now. And then, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Delt. Thank you, guys. And Aviation Spotter. All right. Okay. Now that we got done dicking around with the shades, that's good to know. Thank you, guys. All right, so first things first. So we are sitting here, and by the way, you might notice that I've got the default tug removed, so we don't see the default tug, right? And we don't see the stairs. And another thing to note in how to get that set up, it's kind of the same place that Delgam had me go to. One of the things is, like, you don't want the default tug. You just simply go to your aircraft.cfg file, look for pushback, and it'll be a tug. It'll be set to 1. Just change that to 0. Save your aircraft.cfg file, and you'll no longer have that annoying ass tug that's sitting there that doesn't do anything. The other thing is if you save your, so notice I put at gate, and so you can save your own custom panel state. And so you can pull your chair. You can pull your steps away from your aircraft, and then you just save it, and you do your state save. Wait for the steps to completely remove, though, and then once they're completely removed, then you can save that state, and then you can say, okay, start up state, start this up in a cold and dark, and then you can have all that stuff gone, so you don't have to do it every time you load the aircraft. Bruden says 30 minutes. Now document holder to the left of your chair. Now document holder to the left of your chair. Oh, what did that do? Oh, we're having people populate again. What just happened? What am I doing? Look at what Delgam88 is saying. Delgam88 is saying there's one more shade. I just hit that, but I didn't. What did that do? Oh, there it is. Ah, there. Look at. Oh, what? There it is. I gotta go back down here. Okay, here we go. Now I can move. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's fun. Oh, that's sexy. That's sexy and fun. Oh, isn't that fun? Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. We'll leave that over there. Finally get it. Ding, ding, ding. Awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, fuck. Okay, so here we go. Fruin's gonna start going crazy if we don't get going, friends. Okay, so here we go. Now, where the hell was I, friends? Okay, so we're ready to go. So let's go through the regular procedures like we normally do. So battery, we're gonna go ahead and turn on. So we're gonna put that on. One thing I noticed is I don't automatically hear like the fan and stuff like that for the avionics and stuff going right now, and I don't know if that's true to life, or if that's just a bug. But it's very dead silent. Actually, I'm going to let's go ahead and turn the music off for now, just so we can hear the sounds. Hopefully, everybody can see. Hopefully, everybody can hear this. Yeah, that other sense that you have. So we got the battery on and covered, DC voltmeter. See all this stuff, and you can set all this to different things, right? And then just save the state. Master caution, we want to go ahead and disable that. Don't need to worry about that because we're just getting going. And this is where Bruden's probably going nuts. He's like, oh shit, here we go again. Hydraulic pumps all to off. We already have all the fuel pumps to off. John Franco, the FBO and the GA ramp supplies I just mispronounced it again. Airlines with their jet fuel needs. Cool. You don't hear avionic fans until you got power. And so, aviation spotter would make sense, but maybe I'm mixing that up with the Airbus, because it seems like before I was thinking when we start the 737 and then we hit the battery, you'd start hearing power. But you're right though, the fans won't turn on until you have the ground power. You're right. Let's see, hydraulic pumps, fuel pumps, all off. Those are already off anyway. Pedestal, main power, we don't have to worry about that. Ground power, now we need to, so now we can't connect. So you notice that this ground power isn't illuminated. And so we'll go down here. I don't know if it's the airport we're at, but I've noticed that the performance after this last update with this aircraft seems pretty damn good. Now, maybe it's because we're at the smaller airport. I gotta believe that's why. But my frame rates have been really, really good with this aircraft, which PMDG, for those of you that had PMDG with Prepared or FS10, PMDG was a nightmare unless you had like the latest hardware, and I'm talking CPU and GPUs, but they've done some amazing stuff right now with this. So, but anyway, we need to get the power going. So we're going to go to FS Actions, Ground Services, and let's go ahead and change this GPU card to external pit power, hit request. Do you guys get this? What the hell is with the? Is that really what they look like? Like, honest to God, do they really just have this little pit power? I imagine that is it, but I have honestly never noticed that. I mean, is that how it looks? I mean, I imagine that's what they look like, but it's kind of placed wherever, so I don't know. Maybe it's just because Microsoft Flight Simulator has to just put it wherever you are on the gate, so... Old Golfer says, yes, I'm going to have to start looking for that because I have never noticed that before. So now that's connected. Now, if you ever notice that it says jetway inhibited, no big deal. Just go to jetway, and you're here, and you're like, okay, that's nice, jetway inhibited. This, I think, is not very... I don't think that this is something that's very obvious, but you have to go back here. Now that we have ground power, that's external pit power. If you have this as your GPU or ground power unit, it won't work for the jetway. So you have to do this external pit power, get it connected. You have to go over 3 spots. Now remember, you could save your panel state, but you have to go over here, click this to jetway, go back over here, and then you can hit your R2 on your MFD. And at that point, you should be getting the jetway to show up, as it's not doing right now. Let me try this again. All right, make a liar out of me, PMDG, you son of a bitch. Anyway, usually that works, but we'll just pretend it did work. All right, let's just keep on keeping on, friends. I don't know why that's not working. It worked before. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. Usually that works. So now we have our ground power, or we should have, and we go, but yep, so now we have this illuminated, so we're going to go ahead and hit on, and now, as Aviation Spotter mentioned, we're going to hear the fans. There we go. Oh yes, we finally have air. Isn't that lovely? Now we have ground power, we can go armed and covered here. Notice we already on the AC have ground power, so we're good there. External lights, we already got position. We're going to go ahead and do wheel well and logo. Oh my God, talk about happy faces. Evelyn, thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. You got the right to remain silent. That's a lot of faces. King Rye Dog, oh my, after so long of seeing your Instagram posts, I finally caught you while live. KDR Games, that is awesome. Welcome, my friend. It has been a long time, and I've messaged you through Instagram. Thanks for joining. That's a special visit by you, so thank you so much for joining us tonight. KDR Games, that's awesome. Good to see you. I've definitely loved your Instagram posts, and anyone out there, check it out. But KDR, it's great to have you here. Okay, so we got the wheel well logo on, and let's go ahead and get our chimes on and our fastest seatbelts. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter fuel. So we're going to go return here, go to fuel. You all can't see this, but I have SimBrief open. And right now, SimBrief is telling me that, or telling us rather, we have 15,800 pounds. Does that sound right, guys? 15,800 pounds. We're going to plug that on in there. And if we go up here, we can see 15.8. So we are good to go. 15,800. And now we got to go back up top. We're going to do our L packs to auto, right packs, our isolation valve, all that stuff to auto. Good to go there. We're going to go up to our IRS, and we're going to go to nav. So we'll get those selected to nav, and then that's going to start. And then once we have those to nav, we're going to drop down to our FMC, go to return, go to menu and FMC. And now we got to get our position initialization. By the way, let me go ahead and put up above our route. So there's a route right up there, right up top. You can see it. So we're going to be going KHVN. And again, thank you, John Franco, for suggesting this route. Call out to you, John. So then we're going to go KHVN, get that at our reference airport, get that in the scratch pad, and go to our set our IRS. And we'll get that set. And then once that's set, we should be good. And then, so once that's set, we can then go to route. Now, our company route, I'm not going to go over this, but essentially you can export a few files from SimBrief. There's 2 files for the route specifically for the PMDG aircraft. And as you can see above, we're going to go to KRDU. So KRDU, and you notice it already had KHVN. It's saved in our scratch pad. So we'll go up to company route, and we're going to go to flight plan request, select. And then we're going to wait as this is requested. And then this is a good opportunity for me to check chat and see how many of you are making fun of me. Rudin, what the hell is a holdup here? I think that's the... I don't mean to state the obvious, Rudin, but it's me. 40 minutes. You knew it was going to be a long time, though. I mean, we had to highlight the TCA Boeing Yoke from Thrustmaster. We've got a new aircraft tonight, Rudin. You knew this was going to be a long time. This was going to be a long time. Don't give him any ideas. Uh-oh. What did Jamie say? At least he's not now also waiting for the GSX services. Yeah, actually, Aviation Spotter had asked me if I was going to do the GSX tonight, and I was like, you know, I'm going to wait for the bugs to be worked out. Are the bugs worked out? Has there been an update for those of you that have GSX? It looks super duper cool, but just wondering, are the bugs worked out? And hey, KDR Game says, here's the blue skies. Absolutely. Blue skies, friends, blue skies. Route up link ready. Oh yeah, look at you helping me, aces. All right, we're going to load. See, you guys bitch either way. If I'm not looking at chat, you're complaining I'm not seeing your messages. Then when I'm reading the chat, then you're bitching that stuff's ready to go. I can't win. I just can't win. It's all good, friends. It's all good. Okay, so we got that executed. Thank you, aces. All right, so that's loaded. Next thing I like to go is look at legs. I'll go to departure, and as you can see up top, we're going direct to beads. But we are taking off from runway 20. This is going to be a short takeoff. Like some of you have did KRNT with us, you know, when we flew out from there, and that's this runway's pretty much the same length. So it's going to be about a 10 or 15 flaps takeoff here, and don't add any extra weight, friends. But we're going to runway 20. We're going to hit execute, back to departure, arrival, and now we do have, as you can see up top there, we have a star standard arrival. For runway 23 left. We're going to use the ILS 23 left. We're going to go next, and I think we have tackle 1, and so we do that. And then our transition, as you can see up top, is ZJ. So we got to go next page. There's our ZJ, and then we can hit execute. And I think that's it. I think there's one thing you always want to check and make sure you don't have any discontinuities. This vector, typically, you don't want to eliminate. I know I'm doing a bad thing, but I always just take it out, so it's just seamless because I'm engaging all of you in chat. Rudin, you're killing me. I want to stay in chat, and so I just let the aircraft fly so I can engage all of you. So we're just going to do that and look for any discos, and we don't see any. One last thing. See, I'm still trying to figure out all the buttons on this thing because I changed everything, but wow, that looks awesome. That was fast. Uh-oh. Oh, please, God, don't let this crash on me. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go up here, and I like to switch this to plan, and then I just step through all these waypoints and make sure that we're going to be all right in flight. It looks like a great approach. Wouldn't you say, Kyle? Wouldn't you say, aviation? It's a good approach. So we're going to do that. We're at 10 already, so that looks good, friends. So we're good there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on. So I like to go back up. I didn't need to hit menu. Go back to init-ref. Now we're going to go performance initialization request. Now I want to be very, very clear for those of you that are out there watching for the first time. I've been through this before. I'm going to click on this R5 MFC button, and you're going to see this highlight. It's not going to work for you if you don't use SimBrief. There is a route and there's a weather performance file that you can export from SimBrief. I use SimToolkit Pro. I'm a big fan of SimToolkit Pro, as many of you know. I export those. They go into 2 particular folders. I've talked about it before. You can find it, Googling it. We won't waste any time because Bruden's going to give us crap if we do. But you can get that from there. If you don't have those in those 2 files, or at least the route file in the appropriate folder, that won't work for you. So I just want to be clear so people aren't confused. So if I do load, execute, now all this is loaded in. And so we should be good there. So now we can go to our N1 limits. We are going to leave this at takeoff and climb so we can get as much thrust as we can. I do believe, I'm going to double check this. I think we're at flight level 30, friends. Let me double check that. I think many of you probably wondering, what are we doing? Oh, shit. 380. This says 380. Anyone else have flight level 380? Let me cross-check that with some of you. Let me ask you, Aviation Spotter, do you have flight level 380? I'm having 380. Let me go back here. See, this says 360. Aviation Spotter says 360. Okay, we'll go with, and I've got 360 here as well. We'll just go ahead and confirm that 360. I'll leave it at 360. I don't know why my SimBrief is telling me 380. Anyway, Thank you, Aviation Spotter. I'm going to stick with that, buddy. So we're going to leave this on takeoff and climb, most thrust. I believe that's what that is. We're going to go, no, we're going to go 15 flaps. Excuse me. Clear that. We're going to go 15 flaps for this takeoff. And then we're going to go center of gravity, enter that in, and we got a trim of 3.56. This is the other thing I've noticed, that the trim is a little bit faster. So we're basically going to just leave it there. Cal says 340. Why did that come up? Why do I have a master caution? That was weird. Okay, so we're going to leave trim there. So we're going to have to do, like, probably a lot of back pressure. I don't know. That just doesn't seem right to me. That seems like just not enough trim. I don't know. Aviation Spotter, you tell me. Are you doing flaps 15? We're going to go V1, VR, and V2. So 147, I'm going to go up top here and select 147 for my indicated airspeed. All right. Here we go. And let's see, what's next here? We're going to go over here. So those are all set. QRH, we don't have to worry about that. So I think we have everything set. Now, once we have that done, let's see, we need a takeoff calculator for the 800. I think I'm going to try doing flaps 10, not recommended. Well, I have to admit to all of you SimFans, I did practice this last night and I got taken off. But actually, now thinking about it, I set this to 5. I was on autopilot in my brain. And I did 5 on this, but I actually set my flaps to 15, and it started rotating and took off, and it really worked out well. We'll follow this, and we'll do 15. Flaps 5 works for me in the 700. So I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to set 15. I'm probably going to have to pull back quite a bit on the yoke on this, but we'll see what happens, Kyle. Blando's in the house. Blando, welcome. Good to see you, Blando. Thanks for joining. And oh my gosh, we're already at 24 likes. Take that, Vruden. We're at 24 likes, so we haven't even, like, pushed back yet. No, in all seriousness, thank you so much, friends. I appreciate it. All right, so now that's set. I'm going to go. I got to give Vruden a hard time. He gives me shit all the time, so I'm gonna reciprocate. Anyway, I'm going to go to, let's see, where am I going? Destination. Now, forecast. Now, again, request here. This is only going to work, friends, if you have a .wx file. Again, that is exported from SimBrief, and that will work. Are you still talking? Yes. You know that. I'm always talking. Just ask Blando. He worked with me. I always talk to work, too. Load here, and then we're going to do, hopefully, execute. And now this will all fill in. And now, friends, finally, I think we're ready. So I always start with legs. Legs are always a good thing, right? And now we've got the route, the performance initialization. This changed a little bit, I think, the cabin announcement. Take a listen. I don't know, maybe that didn't change. It just seemed like that was a little louder to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. I'm making stuff up. Okay, so now that we have our FMC program, now we can go forward on, and let's go ahead and get our APU started up, friends. And you guys disappeared again! It must be that I'm just taking too damn long, because I'll see you pop in and out. I'm done switching stuff. We'll just let you all populate once we get in the air. More of an A320? Could be aviation. Here we go. We can hear it. We can hear that APU starting up. Look at the heat. Look at the heat. 50 minutes. Oh my God, it is 50 minutes already. So what Vruden, you're saying is we're not doing too bad. 50 minutes, not doing too bad. All right, we get this kicking on. There's that whistle, that APU whistle. Love that sound. And as this comes climbing down, we're going to see this blue light start. And we'll go ahead. 30 simultaneous watchers. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Appreciate you all being with us as we check out. And let's go ahead and show our panoramic view here of the... we've got the Honeycomb Bravo Quadrant tonight, paired up with the... just received this week, the TCA Boeing Yoke, which is so cool. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, we're going to go on. Hear that kick over. So we got our APU running. Now we can do our APU bleed. And we're going to hear those fans kick on. And we got to go APU gen on the AC. Alternating current, of course, is what that is. APU gen, APU bleed. I'm just checking our checklist, friends. AC voltmeter, we got it. Parking brake is set. Keep in mind, for those of you that are not used to the... Oh, yeah, that does come on. The PMDG, you have to push your brakes, whatever your brakes are. I've got the TPR pedals. you got to push your brakes all the way in, whatever you're using for brakes. Whatever you have mapped to brakes, you have to have them fully pressed in, then you can hit the parking brake. It's just like in real life. Now, okay, so the parking brake is set. We're now going to go ahead and release the jetway, which we really don't need to do because the damn thing didn't work for the first time on me because I was saying, hey, this is how you get it to work, and then it doesn't work. Makes me look like I don't know what I'm talking about, which sometimes is the case. I hate to say it. All right, so let's go to our ground power. We're going to go to menu, FS actions, our ground services. We're going to release ground power. So you can see that's disconnecting, and I don't need to worry about pulling that. And we go on the outside here. So we can still see our chocks, right? See our chocks right down there, friends? There's our chocks. There's chocks, and there's our little ground power unit here. There, it disappeared, so we're good there, and that's pulled away. And now we're gonna set R6 to release the wheel chocks. We got our parking brakes on, so that's good, so we're gonna do that. Now you notice the chocks are gone, just like magic. Just like magic. We've got disco. Master caution's already off. Remember to set your altimeter. Rudin, we're ready. Oh, we're almost ready to go, my friend. We got our altitude at 360. No, we don't have our altitude at 360. That's why we use our checklist to double check. I would have missed that. Get that set to 360, and then we got to set our pressure, cabin pressure. So we go up here and we do 360. And I do believe, let's see, we're going to KRDU, and that is an altitude. You guys are going to beat me to this. I had this earlier, and now I forget. Raleigh-Durham is 435 feet, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this to 450. Round up. All right, 450. We got 36,000, flight level 360450, and then on our EFIS, we've got our 360 there, so that's looking good. We should be about ready. First altitude, elevator trim, we're good. Gangway, doors, we don't have to worry about. Fuel pumps, we want to go ahead and set all those on, so we're going to turn all the fuel pumps on. Again, we're in the 737-800 tonight, just released by PMDG this week, just yesterday. All right, so we got the hydraulic pumps on, anti-collision lights will go ahead and set, and we're ready for pushback. And I don't have any of you around. That is so depressing. That's so depressing, but hopefully you'll all spawn in as we get going. Ace is defrost in 006 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and call our pushback tug. Pushback, and then we gotta go over here, select tug, R5, TPX 200. Are they ever gonna update this, or is it always gonna be TPX 200?
Cockpit to ground.
I wonder.
Go ahead.
We're all wondering. At least I'm wondering, I don't know.
Pushback and start straight back.
And if you go to any other view, you won't hear the tug, so it kind of simulates reality there. Okay, so we're just gonna push our toe brakes in. It's gonna release the parking brake, and we can look at that, and the parking brake has been released. And I'll start pushing us back here. We can start our engines. Vruden, about time, man. That's what I always say. Bahar Pasha! Hi, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us tonight. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. There'll be a little cool animated GIF, and we'll all recognize you as you subscribe if you haven't already. And but regardless, thank you for joining. All right, let's go ahead and start our engine. So we got to do our packs off, and we're gonna go left engine first. Let's listen. These HyperX headphones, they sound pretty good. Got a lot of bass in them. One thing we got to do is once we hit about 1.8, we're going to go ahead and give it fuel. Let's go to the outside. Well, that almost worked. There we go. What really is kind of strange is I can see like these other nameplates. Like all of you, there's probably like 8 or 9 of you in here. I don't see ya. Like, why? Why? Okay, he's telling us right now to put on our parking brakes. Parking brakes set. Parking brakes set. Rude, you cracked me up. All right, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go up here and we're gonna go ahead and say continuous. And now we're gonna start our right engine, friends. We're gonna watch for that. So that's gonna climb here. It's always a good time to take a drink. Or two. And waiting for that to hit 1.8 right here. 1.8 right up top here. Once this hits, that's what I shoot for. I don't know if that's accurate or not. 1.8. Gonna go ahead and do give fuel to the right engine and watch that baby spool up. Oh boy, we got somebody. Matt Fleming. Matt Fleming, welcome to our family, Matt. Thank you for joining, Matt. Appreciate you, friend. Everybody say welcome to the SimFan family, to Matt Fleming. Matt, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. And you can't see it right now, Matt, but there's like probably 8 or 9, maybe even more that are flying with me, but I just can't see them. They can see me, I can't see them, but hopefully Asobo will get itself fixed up here and straightened out, and we'll be able to see one another once again. Okay, so we've got, I heard that switch go, so let's go up top. We'll go to continuous here. Now we'll go to generator 1 and generator 2, but from our engines, we're now getting our power. We're gonna go over to gen 1 here. Go ahead and turn off our APU, turn off our bleed, and we'll put our packs back on. Those are on. We'll go ahead and turn on our probes. Yeah, I know, I said probes. We're gonna go ahead and turn our anti-ice, because I always forget that, our yaw damper. I think I got everything there. I don't think I missed anything. Some things I can remember, friends, believe it or not. Now we want to go ahead and set our flaps. So let's go ahead and set our flaps, and we're going to go 15, friends. Check this out. 15. We wait for those flaps to come down. As those flaps are coming down, we're going to go ahead and do RTO for preparing for takeoff. So RTO is set. For auto brake, pushback is ending, taxi lights and runway turnoff lights. You gotta get those set. So we're gonna go up here, runway turnoff lights, taxi lights are set. TCAS test, I'm gonna ignore that. We're gonna go to flight directors both on. Flight directors and auto throttle. Indicated airspeed, we already have set to 147, and we're taking off from runway 20. So we wanna make sure we get heading set to 20. 200 actually, and by God, we're ready to take off. I think 200 heading altitude. Check initial altitude 360 flight level, and we're ready. Holding point. All right, friends, here we go. I'm so bummed that I can't see you, but again, 737-800. This is going to be, I think, a. We'll see how this takeoff goes, friends. Fruden says 60 minutes. All in all, not so bad, right, Fruden? All right, we're gonna go ahead and enable track IR. Track IR is a must. I really hope all of you will be able to get in and it'll populate so I can see all of you landing when we get to Durham Raleigh and see everybody landing. And hey, Kyle, Aviation Spotter, and the rest of you, Old Golfer, Deltgam, all the rest. I don't know, Silva Killer, you're probably in here. We can do a landing challenge as long as shit works. I might have to switch the, let me do something really quick. I'll switch back and forth on the east to west to east USA server and see if it'll populate before I take off. Actually, I'll do that right now as we're taxiing, because it worked last time. I don't know if it worked or if it was something else, but do that. Let me switch back. Like, really? We have to do this? Wouldn't you think that Asobo would get this shit figured out? We're gonna have to do this? Alright. I've got some triggers set so that I can disable my track IR. Oh, Old Golfer's already in the air. No worries. Kieran Wakely, I'm sorry to bother you. Yeah, you're no bother, man. Or ma'am. But we're gonna stop, hold short right here, runway 20, and this ought to be fun here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on the parking brake one last time, and we're gonna go ahead and check everything out. So holding point now, we're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Right there. We're going to go ahead and turn off our taxi. We're going to turn on our wing light. We're going to go to strobe and steady. We're going to go down and do TARA on our TCAS, and that's pretty much it. One last thing I like to do is I hit the chronometer right there, and so we're ready to go, friends. Let's do this. It's so weird I can see others, but look at the wing shake. Whew. So pretty. And I'm going to use all of this runway, friends. All of it. All of it. Oh, yes. Oh, you heard me. All of it. Get ourselves situated here. Again, I am using the TPR pedals. And we're using the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant along with the brand, what I just received this week. The Boeing TCA Yoke from Thrustmaster, and it's a beaut, Clark. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Check it. Parking brake set. Thrust reverser or thrust levers to take off. Parking brake release. Push forward. Rotate. VR. V2 liftoff. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go 40 and stabilize. 40. All right, now let's go ahead and we got auto throttle. Let's do toga. I'm gonna let this thing spool up before I release the brakes. There we go. Here we go, friends. Forward pressure on the yoke. And what I like about this versus the Alpha is this, I don't have to like feel like I'm pushing my desk forward or pulling my desk backwards. It's nice and easy. 80 knots. We're gonna go ahead and release forward pressure. Give up our directional control to the vertical stabilizer as we keep the rudder, keep our nose straight.
Rotate.
Rotate. Oh, piece of cake, friends. Here we go. Look how easy that is, though. Nice and smooth. Positive rate. Gear up. In cheap purdy, friends. Here we go. 737-800 from PMDG, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm a fan. Got to put up those flaps before we overspeed. We're just going to go ahead and hand fly this for a moment because we want to check out this TCA. But I mean, it's just so smooth and accurate. It has a nice, even feel. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this nose down just a little bit. Gonna go ahead and flaps up, and now we can go ahead and do LNAV, VNAV, and command. Kind of a fun takeoff, actually, I must admit. So, John Franco, thank you so much for suggesting this flight. Hats off to you, John. This is a nice flight, fun flight to take off of. Matt Fleming says, watch out, birds! Thank God. You know what? It's not going to be long. We're going to have that. Actually, you can have birds, right? What's the add-on? You can have actually birds that are flying around. You got the helium or the lighter than air aircraft and stuff like that. Can't remember. T. James 400, is the 800 worth it if you already have the 700? I'm going to get into that, T. James. That's a great question, and I wondered that before I picked this up yesterday. And I know Don, I don't know, is Don out there, guys? If I missed Don, but we're going to get into that in just a moment. As soon as we get up to our cruise altitude, we'll get into that, T. James, so stick around for that. Great question. Great question. You know, there's not a lot out there right now. If you do a Google search, maybe there is today, but yesterday there wasn't much, because I did check. It's like, okay, 737-800 versus 737-700 PMDG differences. And, you know, because, I mean, one of the things that that if you're aware or not aware of, PMDG changed their licensing structure for these aircraft. Like, they used to do it where it's like you buy the base package for like $80, 80 or 90 bucks. What was it, friends? 80 bucks. And then you'd buy each additional aircraft that you would want at a discount. Then this time they're like, nope, we're going to throw that all to the side, and we're just going to have a base price, and everything is going to be its own self-contained aircraft. No base package that you get discounts if you want the different variations. I think that kind of sucks, honestly, because I'm still buying all of them, so I'm the idiot. I'm falling for it. It's working for their marketing. I'm buying every aircraft. I bought the 600, I bought the 700, I bought the 800. I've spent $190 on 3 aircraft, right? So I think that's a common question for a lot of us, is just like, why would I buy the 800, like you said, T. James, if I already have the 700? Or the best value, in my opinion, for any of you out there, if you don't have a 700, you don't have any of the PMDG aircraft, I would say if you're trying to be budget aware, I would buy the 600. I think the 600 is the best value. I think that right now you can pick up for, I almost said $500. You can pick up for $50 right now, I think, $49.99. This aircraft right now, friends, is on sale for $69.99. I think the regular, you get a whole $5 off. I think it's $74.99 regular price. But if you buy it, I don't know what the time frame is. I'm going to say, like, if you buy it within the next week or two, you're going to get it for $74.99. I think it's bullshit that they're doing this, personally, because the aircraft really will have the same code, and it's a good, easy money grab for PMDG. But at the same time I say that, I'm going to talk out of the other side of my mouth and say every one of their aircraft are worth it. They are incredibly well done. They're the best commercial aircraft that you can buy right now. Yes, I even think it's better than the Phoenix A320. I'm going to get in trouble with some of you for saying that. I still to this day, I think the A320, by the way, in the Phoenix is a magnificent aircraft, and it is the best commercial Airbus aircraft you can get today. But then you have the fly-by-wire that's absolutely free, so then you got to weigh that. But I would say if you don't have the PMDG line, I'd go with the 737-600. I need to turn off my landing lights. Get me to do that, and I'll get back into this here. And turn all those off. Wheel well go off. Wing go off, and because we're above 10,000 feet, so once you get above that 10,000 feet, you want to turn those off. Anyway, what I was beginning to say, and I've already stated it, and I repeat myself all the time, you know. But I'd say if you're budget conscious and you don't have a lot of money to spend, I would go, and you want a nice, good, decent aircraft by PMDG, get the 737-600. It's not super sexy, but it's going to have all the most of the bells and whistles already in the aircraft. And you have like multiple liveries. PMDG continuously updates it. So I would go with that. We're gonna keep on climbing because I said we're gonna wait until we get up to altitude, and then we'll talk about is it worth it if you have the 700? Because I do have some opinions. I don't know if you want to put a lot of stock in my evaluation at this point, because honestly, this is the second time, actually the third time I've flown this aircraft. Honestly, guys and gals, it's the third time I've flown it. I've been flying the Zibo 737-800 for X-Plane for years and years. If you check out some of the older streams and some of the older videos I've done, or we've done, yeah, 737, I've been flying with the Zibo. I love the 800, but again, you know that PMDG knows what they're doing, right? I mean, they're like, okay, everybody's going to want the 800, so what we're going to do is we're going to release, the first we're going to release is the 700, and then we're going to come out with the 600, and then after that, we'll come out with the 800, and then we'll come out with the Max and 900, and so on. And so, yeah, they know what they're doing, and of course, they're there to make a profit. Of course, I mean, you can think about how many hours they're spending on this stuff, right? And let's just face it, we can't get too mad because they're putting a lot of time and effort. I'm sure they're paying Boeing a license fee because they partner with Boeing. So they're going to be paying them royalties for using the Boeing name, and they partnered with Boeing. You know, they talked to their aerospace engineers and that, and so, you know, that all costs money. But at the same time, I still would have liked to seen, I think a lot of us would have, their old licensing model with the with FS10 and prepared and be like, give us a base aircraft, and then for the other ones that you release, let us have a discount, and then we can purchase those if we want. I think that would be more fair than what they're doing with this, okay? That's my opinion on it. I might be off on that. It's a little disappointing that they didn't keep that same licensing structure, but I'm not going to defend them on this, because I think this is kind of a ploy. This is kind of like the PR thing, but like they stated, it's like, no, what we're doing is we're releasing each aircraft as their own individual package, so you, as the buyer, can pick what you want, and you only have to buy what you want. That might work in some cases, granted, but I've got to feel that most people are probably wanting the 800, but nobody wants to flip and wait for the 800 that was just released yesterday to come out, right? Am I wrong here? So what they're going to do is they're going to have people that go out and they're like, want it right away, like I did, and like many of you did, and let's get the 737-700 right now because I can't flip and wait. We need a good commercial aircraft because there's stuff out there now, of course, but like right around the time PMDG released this, we had the Mad Dog release, we had the oh shoot, what was the other big one before the Phoenix? Because the Phoenix came out not that long after that, and I can't think of it. And Kyle, you have it; you'll remind me. But yeah, Phoenix doesn't have pricing issues. Exactly, Aviation. I mean, you're right. And you know what? I think some of the PR for Phoenix is probably working out better than PMDG. PMDG's probably taken a black eye or two for how they did their licensing scheme. The good news, though, friends, is the fact that they have put out a good product, right? So they would have caught all kinds of holy hell, and rightfully so, if they would have released a par, even a par, like on-par aircraft. I think they exceeded a lot of our expectations, especially when it comes to performance. I think the performance of this aircraft, in terms of like what you get, what you have for hardware on your computer, right, is what I'm saying. I think the performance is where people were kind of shocked. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting the performance to work this well on a computer, and so I think that's where. But they had to they had to come with it. They had to come out with it and do the right thing and be. They had to have a stellar product, and I think they have a stellar product because they would have caught holy hell if they didn't. We need to go to standard pressure, and Rudin, you know what's coming, because. This is always, when we go to standard pressure, when we're above flight level 180, I'm a little late. I'm 3,600 feet late on this. But we're going to hit the STD button right here. Check, check. Syphilis, check. STD button now engaged. Syphilis. Okay, so that's... Again, it stands for standard pressure. I probably will never stop doing that now. Always did that in the band, like, you know how when you're in a band, some of you guys out there, you're in a band, and you're like, check one, check two, you know, and I had a buddy of mine that's the lead guitarist, he would always do that, syphilis, check one, check two, and you'd see the crowd and people like look at each other like, did he just say what I think he said? That's where I get that from, it's not my own original. I definitely talk too much, Bruden. All right, it's time. You know what? It's time for me to talk less. Let me put on the tunes here because we are airborne, and it's probably safe now. Again, I want to thank everybody. Here I am talking again. I want to thank everybody for joining, though. Really appreciate it. Look at this. We're at 35 likes, friends. 35 likes. Thank you so much. You're all too kind. Love every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for smashing up that thumbs up button. And for the subscribers, appreciate ya. I'm still not seeing those of you. This is a buzzkill, though. Honestly, why can I see them out there, they out there? Oh, somebody just popped in. Why am I seeing them and I'm not? Oh, see, I just had to bitch about it. There we go. Oh, the universe is listening, friends. The universe is listening. Look at you all back there. How am I ahead of you? You guys must have took off after me, obviously. All right, I'm getting some screenshots while I can, because I don't know. I gotta grab them while I can, friends. Do I need to turn down the external sounds? I've always noticed it's kind of loud. Now, there's TTA over there. I see you, TTA. I see Flying Boeing. Chipper Sneeze. Chipper, how's it going, buddy? Short round, of course. Kyle's back there. Bob MCT. Flying Boeing, of course. Who else do we got? We gotta have somebody ahead of us. Silva Killer! An ISU fan for life. Harry, how the hell are you? Harry, are you ready for some football? I certainly am. God, that was pathetic. Where is my tone? Sage, Texas is up. Sup, y'all? Sage, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining us tonight for this premiere of, well, at least for me, having the TCA and the 737-800 we all picked, well, many of us picked up yesterday. Now I finally got you guys. See, we knew it would happen. You would all start populating. You'd all start populating. Oh, Aces, I'm going to say it. You're going to make me say it, Aces. Aren't you? You're going to make me say it. What's up? What's up? Okay, well. Please tip your waitress, friends. Pal, I don't make that much money. No shit. Yeah, I know. I was like thinking about that earlier. It's like, because like many of you was like in Discord, like, if I don't get the, and I told my wife, I'm like, I have to get the 737-800 because first of all, I have to. It's like, what better way to premiere the 737-800 than the week I got this Boeing Yoke? I'm like, I've got to buy it. And even if I didn't have the Boeing Yoke, I'd have to get it. So, but I was like, okay, so actually the Yoke was on sale, but that, you know, $340, like $360 after taxes, and then $70, like $420 dropped on the between the Boeing Yoke and the new aircraft, but well worth it. Well worth it. Well worth it, friends. All right, so we're at 20. I'm passing 27,100 for flight level 360, so got a ways to go. Now here's the other thing we can do. I never hit legs on this. Go over here. I like that we have dual FMCs. That's the other thing that separates the adults from the children when it comes to payware aircraft. When you can have two FMCs doing independent things of one another. You know, when you get some of those other payware aircraft and you go to use the FMCs or the MCDUs, and they have the same shit on both of them, and you can't do independent, yeah, that's a cheaper payware aircraft. This, as you'd expect in the real aircraft, you can do these independent. So I like going over here to progress, and here we can see at 1607 Zulu, this T/C is top of climb. So that's approximately when we're going to hit the top of climb. So again, if we look at this, and I just like this because I can say, okay, 1607, and it's 1559, so like basically in 8 minutes, we're going to hit top of climb, and I can set my watch and know exactly when I hit the top of climb, or at least have a reminder, and I can set it and then forget it. Who says that? Who says set it and forget it? Remember the old infomercial late at night at 1:30 when you couldn't flip and sleep, and you're like laying there on the couch kind of half drooling out of the side of your mouth, and you're like, I just wish I could fall asleep. Of course, I don't have that problem much anymore, as some of you know, and you would hear the guy talk about set it. Yeah, Sage, you got it. Good old Ron. Set it and I don't know if Blando's still in here. I was doing a demonstration to a group of people for work. This was years ago. And I was talking about SCCM, and don't worry about what that is. But I was talking about like deploying software using this thing, and it's pretty cool because you can like deploy software to thousands of stations overnight. And I made a comment, and I was with a friend of mine that also worked with me, and I said, and everyone, what you can do is you can set it, and I looked at everybody, and I thought, you know, Sage, I thought everybody would like laugh or like look at me and be like, oh yeah, Ron Pompey, or whatever the hell his name is, Pompeo, yeah, and I go, set it, and I looked at everybody thinking I was, you know, doing a funny thing. Like often I kind of still doing that with all of you, and you're probably in your chair and your desk or on your couch going, this guy's isn't really that funny. And I would do that. I would say, set it, and like everybody's like looking at me, and you could hear a pin drop. Everybody's looking at me, except for my buddy Mike. He's laughing because he gets it. He's kind of laughing under his breath, smirking pretty big. And I'm like, forget it, right? And nobody said a thing. And I'm like, okay, moving on. It was absolutely terrible. It's like one of those things that I could just imagine for stand-up comedians that aren't really good comedians, and they do a punchline and nobody laughs. That's how I felt that night, or that day. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh, Blando is here, beating Spider-Man. Oh, you remember that story, Blando? I think, were you working there then, or did I tell you that story after it happened? I don't remember. That was so many years ago. So many years ago. All right, friends, we are passing flight level 314, so 31,400 feet. That was shortly before you started, yeah. I remember telling you that story. Oh my God, was that embarrassing? That's one of those things where you're just like, I wish I could just climb into a hole right now. Or actually, I wish I could go into a time machine and have the 1.21 gigawatts of power to feed the flux capacitor and jump back about 5 minutes ago before I said that and just like not even did it, right? Terrible. Terrible. Look how close we are to the red line over here. But we are at 0.79 Mach, so... And look at that, I lost all of you guys again. What the hell? What's going on? Anybody know what this is up here? I know what it is. Do any of you want to take a gander on what this little bump on the fuselage is right there? I bet some of you can guess what that is. Coffin corner, yeah. Should I tell that? Should I? Oh my gosh, that's a great story, Blando. Should I tell that story? That is a good story. DirecTV is a good guess. Jamie's got it. It's for Wi-Fi, exactly. So when you're on an aircraft, and you know, not all aircraft have Wi-Fi. That's what that is. It gives us the internet when we're on our flight. Oh God, Blando's. So. Okay, so I'll try to be quick on this because I am way too wordy. Just ask Bruden. But yeah, so Blando, Mark and I worked together, and I just gave away your name, by the way, Blando. But Blando and I worked together, and of course, Blando's off doing some really cool stuff in IT now, and it sounds like it's going great, Blando, so that's awesome. But anyway, we'd often get together. Kind of a ritual would be we'd get together for like Thanksgiving and just work on our own stuff. So we'd be in my office. I don't know if we've ever did your office. I think you always came over to mine because I actually had an office and you were in a cubicle. But Blando would come over and I would always have stuff for him to connect, like a keyboard and mouse and monitor, but it'd always be in like pieces. So like we'd spend like, I don't know, Blando, what would be like the first 30-45 minutes trying to get everything together, and sometimes we'd have to run downstairs and grab an extra monitor because you always had to have the dual display. Anyway, we'd get everything set up and we'd work that day and we'd chat as we were working on stuff, and it's always fun. We still do that, but we do it remote now. There you guys are, Silver Killer and ICU fan. Anyway, so we get done at the end of the day, and I can't remember. Obviously, it was you, Blando, that started it. And so Blando's leaving my office. Of course, it's closed, and there's no windows, by the way, to the hallway. But now, keep in mind, everyone, that I work for a university, and so Blando, he starts singing "Home, Home on the Range," and he's singing it, and he doesn't think, because usually there's nobody in the hallway. He opens the door, and there's literally all of these students lined up in the hallway. And I don't know, Blando, what that was, it like, because there were some collab spaces across the hall from my office, but they all look at Blando, and there's some like cute girls, guys, they like just turn and they're looking at Blando, and because he was singing as he's leaving my office, and they're just staring at him, and he stops singing, and he's like, okay, bye, and then he closes my door. The door closes, of course, from my perspective, the door closes, and I just witness all this. I sit there, and I am literally laughing, tears running down my face for probably 5 minutes at least, because it was such an embarrassing moment for Blando. It was great for me, Schadenfreude, right? It was great for me, but oh my gosh, was that hysterical. Blando, we'll never forget that, man. We'll never forget that. Oh my. Sage says, figured Wi-Fi internet dome would face down. Are they satellite connected? I think they are satellite connected. I don't know what else they would be. Yeah. Harry W. Wow, the flex making sure everyone knew he had his own office, and he's. Oh, gee, I was not. See, of course you would say that, Harry. I thought that when I was saying that story, I too was in the same building as Blando in a cubicle. I had moved over to a building, and all there were offices, and it was actually nice, but I was not flexing. That's funny. I wondered if somebody would say something about that. Not at all. Oh, Harry, it's all good, man. I know you're giving me shit. Anyone else getting icing? I am not getting icing, I don't think. Well, I've got ice. I've got my, well, I don't have my, I just have my window heat on, actually. I don't have any of the other anti-icing on, so not so far, buddy. I probably didn't do that story justice, Blando. I should have dropped into Discord voice so that you could have told it, because you would have been able to actually sing it better than me, and then it would have been you singing it, and it would just add to the hilarity of the event. But God, that was so great. Okay, my timer's going on my watch, so we should be at flight. And look at that, we're at flight level 360, friends. Flight level 360. Do you all? Here, I can turn off the Bravo quadrant. Do you all like the setup I have for the camera, that you can see both the Bravo and the TCA, or do you like it where I'm just showing one or the other? Please let me know in chat what you think. Are we landing? We will be landing. Well, I'll tell you what, Vruden. I'll tell you when we'll be landing. This is going to be a relatively short flight, actually. Now that we're airborne. Only 119 nautical miles, 1625 Zulu. So yeah, shit, we're going to be starting our top of descent here in roughly 17 minutes, and I better set my time. Speaking of, I should set my timer again for that. So and this was John. I don't know if you're still there, but again, when you suggested this flight, I was like, hour and 30 minutes is going to be about perfect, because I wanted to like preview the 737-800 for everyone, and of course, talk about the TCA Boeing Yoke. So I'm like, that'll be perfect, because I mean it's only almost 10. So if we're like going to be doing our descent in 17 minutes, and if we look over here, we should be able to see approximately when we're going to be arriving. Yeah, KRDU at 16:58. So I mean, we've got essentially 50 minutes, and we'll be landed at KRDU. So John's still here. John, appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. And again, shout out to John in chat for this route suggestion. I don't know if W Fields is here. W Fields, I have not forgot about you, my friend. You have a good suggested route as well. I was hoping to fit both of them in tonight, but then once the TCA, I got the TCA this week, and then PMDG released the 737, and I'm like, God, I'm not going to have enough time. We're not going to have enough time to fit both of them in. So I think it's going to work out well, though. If we stream Saturday night, which I am planning on, we'll do a GA flight, and then we can do a commercial flight, jump back in this aircraft, and I can switch out the Yoke and the Alpha, because I'll use the Alpha for it, unless I... Is the CJ4, is that a Boeing-like Yoke, or is that more like the Alpha? It's more like the Boeing Yoke, right? Kyle, you tell me, because I think you're the one that came up with you fly that one a lot, right? KRDU is Raleigh-Durham International Airport, North Carolina. Bruden. It is pendular, Jamie. Thank you. Kyle says he always has the Alpha. Nope, that's so. Maybe, but see, I don't have a lot of experience with the CJ4, and if I fly the CJ4, we're still flying at a high rate of speed. And I know a lot of you are not into the jets that like to do the online stream, although this kind of sucks because I keep dropping you, so hopefully Saturday will be better. But we'll probably do like a prop aircraft first for a GA flight on Saturday, because we're trying to get back into that rhythm. Do GA on a Saturday, do commercial flying on a Thursday like tonight. But I think it'll be kind of a good thing because this was just released. If we could do like that short flight that W Field suggested, maybe we'll do that as a second leg, and then the first leg we'll figure out a great general aviation flight. Speaking of that, if any of you want to do a suggestion, go to our Discord server. You can find it in it's if you scroll up, Nightbot should have put the Discord server in. Many of you are already members. Throw a suggested flight for, I think there's several of them already out there, but we'll do a small plane. But a big boy. Nice. All right, friends. Well, you know what? I'm going to say for North Carolina, I'm in New York City. So I'm going to go ahead and let's take a 5-minute break, friends, because we don't have a lot of time before we're going to start our descent. Let's take a 5-minute break. Join right back here. We'll get our flight systems set, We'll get our altitude set for the ILS approach. And as you can see, I'm going to throw this back up on top. So here we have above, we should have the flight route. So we can get set up for 23 left. And I'll be right back with you, SimFans. Thanks so much for joining. We are at 36 likes. Hey, who's going to get us to 40? I think we can hit 40. Don't you? Don't you? I think we can hit 40 tonight if you would be so kind. But hey, even so, even if we're just at 36 at the end of the night, that is awesome. Thank you, friends. I appreciate it. I'll be back with you momentarily. Stick around. Chill. I just had a feeling, friends, to be with all of you tonight. I mean, I often think to myself, like, we should really do this more often. But I'm telling you what, just with everything we all have, right? It's not just me, it's all of us, right? We all have jobs and families. Some of us don't have families, we have school, you know, all those kinds of things. We got to, you know, life. And life happens, but this is always, so for me at least, it's so much fun to just chill out with all of you, have a lot of fun, take a little grief, give it a little grief, because it's all in fun. I think we have like just a little bit of a comedy aspect to the, at least that's what I think. I'm probably humor myself, and you all humor me more than I'm probably humoring you, but nonetheless, it's always such a good release to just get back and sit back and enjoy some fun times with all of us that have similar interest, flight simming, talk about the cool stuff that we all contribute. That's what I love about this channel and these streams, that we all contribute. It's so much fun because it's not just me. Look at all of you out there. See, this is the thing that's cool. We've been missing this so much tonight because there's all of you sim fans out there flying. Like, look at ya, look at ya. But that's what I mean. I mean, it's just like so much fun. We all get together and we fly together. I mean, you know, sure, this would be awesome in real life too, but this is the next best thing, right? For those of us that are actual pilots, or we're aspiring to be real pilots, but regardless, it's so much fun to do this together, friends. See, now y'all, see, I just needed to take a break. You know what? I think I might know what's going on, Bruden, and the rest of you. Maybe when I talk too much, I create too much bandwidth. And then that makes all of you drop because my talking creates too much bandwidth. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think about that theory, friends? I don't know. Could it be? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I should think you're onto something. It could be. I don't know. It's probably I talk too much. I just thought of that. Maybe that's something, right? Maybe it just I'm talking and it's that extra bandwidth. I don't know. Maybe. Jeez. You know, and half the fun, I poke fun at myself, you know, as you all know. Let's see. So we are landing. Where the hell are we landing, friends? We're landing. Let's go back to the route information above. 23 left, ILS approach. So let's bring that chart up here. 23 left. Let's see, that's going to be an intercept of 2,200, so we're going to go ahead and drop this down to 2,200 feet before we get to top of descent. We're a little ways away yet for that. I think, I hope. If not, I'm screwed. Here we go. How many times have I been like I won't even say it because I don't want to dite myself. Did we already pass top of climb? God save me. Or top of descent. Top of climb. Yeah, I think we... Yeah, Symphonic. I think we actually did pass top of climb. God. See, this is what happens when you have too many orange whips, old golfer. When you have too many orange whips, Delt Gam, this is the kind of thing that happens. Your top of descent becomes top of climb. God save me. 1622. I'm kind of dive right. I'm still waiting for God darn it, I'm trying to remember his name. It'll come to me. Always comes in with the air. Oh, why can I not think of this? Always comes in with the airplane references. I can't think of his gamer tag now. Somebody, I know that I know Blando's gonna get it, or Aces is gonna get it. It's gonna come to me. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, TCD, the short flight. Look at all of you out there, though. It's awesome. Okay, so another thing you can do is a cheat, but it's not really cheating, because you can go to init drop the 14340 flaps to your flap speed there, and then you can see we're at 108.5. And so we're gonna switch this over just so I don't have to do as much scrolling, and then over, done. Hey, there's an airplane reference. So 108.5, as we saw. We look at this. 108.5 is our ILS at a course of 234. We're gonna go over here to course, and we're gonna go 234. We're gonna do this on the left side and the right side. Dash stubs, I think, is what it was. Dash stubs just came to me. I knew it finally would. 234 on the right. Now, one thing, I don't know if you guys notice this that have this aircraft. One of the things that, and maybe this is by design, but the chevron right here that would show us our descent profile, it does not exist. It does not exist. Now, let's see if it happens. Like last night when I was doing the flight, practice flight, it didn't show it here, but it showed it over here. And so you can see our top of descent marker is coming. So we're really, really close. It's far too late to get. No, Bruden, you're on for the long haul, man. You just get yourself a drink back there, and it'll calm your nerves. Aviation Spider says, yes, I have no idea what's up with that. I feel ever since the last update, the 800 release, it's been like, okay, so it's happening in the others? Because, yeah, I noticed right here, it didn't show the descent profile with the caret, but it'll show it over here, so it'll probably do that again. So maybe that's a bug that was introduced with the latest update, which would make sense that it would happen with the other aircraft, and so good to know that I'm not the only one. I see some people populating in here. W. Fields is there. I can see you, W. Fields. W. Fields, how were those? Mouth-watering, looked very, very succulent. Can I use that word? Is that okay to say live? Succulent? I think it's fine. How were those lobster tails, my friend? Boy, Discord, oh my gosh, my mouth was watering, brother. Oh, I haven't had lobster tails in so long. I mean, lobster is so expensive anymore, and so are crab legs. I love king crab legs, like who doesn't, right? King crab legs, snow crab legs, lobster tails. Like there's so many people that don't like shellfish, and some people are maybe allergic, but I love shrimp and lobster and crab legs. I don't care if in the blue crab, and I just love seafood. But see, the thing is, I don't really like fish. I don't care for fish, but I love shellfish. I am taking 23 left, correct, Kyle? 2-3 left, my friend. Friends, we are 2 away from 40 likes. 2 away. Somebody's gonna get us up to 2 likes. I think it's somebody that just joined might get us at 2 likes. And see, there we can hear the. See, we're hearing the engine spool down, and we're gonna start descending. We haven't looked at this on the outside underneath. I think we got the. This aircraft, I'm telling you what, friends, it really performs well. So what I want to know is, like, some of you that maybe don't have the latest graphics card or the latest CPU, and even if it's like middle of the line or low line, I want to know in chat how well it performs for you. Don C's in here. I need some lobster from another mobster. Don, welcome to the stream. You've probably been here for a while, Don, and I just noticed you now. And if that's the case, thank you, Don, for joining. It's 40 likes too. Thank you, friends. 40 likes, we hit it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Don, it's so good to see you, man. Kyle says he gets 50 frames per second at cruise at ultra settings. That is awesome. See, I'm running ultra. I'm not running ultra right now. When I'm flying the PMDG, I do drop it down to very high settings, and it works great. Oh no, Del Gam, crash the desktop. You're shitting me, brother. That sucks. And wouldn't you know it, Del Gam, it's always when it's at the pinnacle of the flight, right? Because like the best part of any flight, I think we can all agree, is approach and landing. It's the most fun, right? Approach and landing is the absolute most fun because it's the most challenging. Let's face it, takeoffs really aren't that challenging unless, like, you know, like we took off today from Tweed New Haven, short runway. That's fun because you don't have a lot of distance. But takeoffs, even in real life, takeoffs are fun. Or they're just easy, right? And even if you have a really strong crosswind component, they're still easy. The landings are always the little bit more challenging, especially when you have either a hard approach or you have low visibility. Of course, if you have a strong crosswind, worst is gusting crosswinds, right? Real life or in simulator, but the high winds, but the crosswind components, and if it's gusting, I mean, I've flown in real life where with the Piper Warrior, which I have from Just Flight in Flight Simulator, which is a lot of fun too. I've had it where I flew into Des Moines, and the controller, I'll say this, friends, the air traffic controllers in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm gonna go on another tangent. Vertical Sim is it? He joins our streams, right? He's giving giveaways. I talked to him offline, and he may be doing Cedar Falls, but I really encouraged him, like, if he would do Des Moines International, and I love that's international, but I've flown into Des Moines many times in real life. The air traffic controllers are absolutely amazing there, you know? They're not arrogant, they're not cocky, they're not a-holes. They're fantastic, and I remember one of the air traffic controllers when I was working on my private pilot's license had me go on runway on 5 and 23 and just worked with me, and he's like, I'm gonna try to get you on a TNG on 5 before this. I think it was American Eagle that was coming in, but he had me do a go around and stuff, but he was so cool. But most of them are cool there, and it's really great to have a great air traffic controller that you work with. I've flown in Waterloo, Iowa. They're dicks. At least a few times I landed at Waterloo. They're just like, it's a Class D airspace, and they act like it's a Class B. It's like, get a grip, guys. Really, honestly, you're not that busy. And then you have really cool controllers, and I mean, probably not all of the controllers at Waterloo are horrible. I probably just caught a bad controller. Like any profession, you're gonna run into people that are a-holes, right? But yeah, I flew to Waterloo a couple times, and it was kind of the same thing, unless I got the same person, same guy. But anyway, Des Moines, awesome controllers, awesome. Any Des Moines air traffic controllers that joined this stream by chance, you guys rock. So that we can see we're descending here, but see, we don't have our little carrot. But over here, if we look, we have the carrot here. So this is what we have to go off of. And then, of course, you always can go over here, and I should have the legs showing. So I'm going to go over here and go to legs. So just kind of watch this. So flight level 240, so we're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. Just fine. Are you shitting me, Bruton? They laughed at you on your first solo, and the guy actually got fired for it. How do you know? How did you know he got fired? Did you know somebody there, or how did you know he got fired for it? I think that's great that he got fired for it. I mean, they're supposed to be professionals, right? I mean, like any of us, like if you're doing and something as serious as an air traffic controller. I mean, if you guys watch on YouTube, it's live. No, it's not live ATC. What the hell is it? Damn, I'm trying to remember. But you can like listen to like either pilots or controllers. Like we're all human beings. All of us do mistakes. Not any of us are perfect. I think that's a problem with our society today. That everybody's expected to be perfect. But I'm not going to go down that tangent, aces. I've been there before, and I'm not going to do it tonight. It's like if everybody's not absolutely perfect, they get ridiculed and fired or whatever. But you know, there is professionalism that should be expected, especially when it comes to something like an air traffic controller and life safety, right? Let's see here. Bruton says, "Granted, I deserve to be laughed at, but you don't do that in the air." Absolutely. Small airport. Hit the mic. That's why he got fired. Well, you're not all perfect, but right. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Blando, you probably heard me go on that tangent. I'm very tempted to go on it again, but I'm gonna refrain. I'm gonna refrain tonight. I've done it enough, and I'm gonna spare y'all me going on my soapbox about social media and everybody having to say the perfect thing, and everybody's living the perfect life because you see on Instagram, everybody's living the perfect life. Nobody takes a picture of them like waking up half like, asleep or half hungover. Everybody's having a great old time. You know, of course we all do this, right? We all do this. you don't want to take a picture of yourself looking like crap. But at the same time, it's just like nobody has any forgiveness anymore. Everybody's expected to be perfect, and not one person is perfect. And anyway, I said I wasn't going to go there, and I'm starting to. Anyway, so we're on our descent, and we're passing flight level 231, 23,000 feet, friends. So what did I say? We're going to be intercepting at 2,200 feet. And it's looking like a pretty good day for a flight, right? For a commercial flight. Wouldn't you say, aviation? Wouldn't you say, aviation, Kyle? Aces, you're not flying with us tonight, are you? Political correctness once again. Oh, Don, yes. So true. Aces asked, Symphonic, what is the Piper Warrior you were flying in real life? I know we're not current, but just checking for the chat member here. It was a PA 28151. Piper Warrior 28151. Speaking of being current, my son he asked me just recently, Dad, when are you going to get current so we can go flying? I really need to just take a weekend. I need to take a week to get current and read up on the regulations and everything, and go to get my physical. I haven't had my physical for so long. That's actually the bigger part for me. Although I think I'm fairly healthy. I mean, I lost a bunch of weight, so hopefully that's all good. But yeah. I've flown the 152, flown the 172 rated. I've flown the Piper Aztec. I actually got some hours in the Aero. Aztec's a fun plane fly. TTA says, nice, I flew in the Grumman in a Piper Cherokee. Oh yeah, man, Piper Cherokee. I mean, like, the Pipers, I love the air. They're so hard to, right, TTA? They're so hard to stall. I remember, like, working on my PPL, like, pulling the yoke as far back as I can. I've got it all the way back, and I'm like, power on stall. I should clarify, because you can stall the aircraft without throttle, but like a power on stall, I'd have that yoke back as far as I could. I'm just pulling and yanking on it, and they're so stable. But then you get into a 152. Holy shit! I remember the first time I went to a 152 with my instructor, and I did a power on stall with that son of a gun, and it wanted to start spin. It started going into a spin, and I'm like, holy crap! I'm not used to this torque, right? And it just flipped over, and I'm like, it scared the shit out of me because I was so used to the Warrior. Even the 172 doesn't do that. The 152, that sucker wanted to start spinning, but it was actually a good experience because it allowed me to like know that, you know, aircraft are different. You know, even the naturally aspirating aircraft, single engine ones, right? They're different, and so that was a good experience. But it got my heart thumping. Yeah, that was earlier on when I was flying, but yeah, 152. Those things are easy to get to do a power on stall with. Pruden, he's giving the yoke away at the end. No, I'm not. Pruden, quit telling lies, man. Oh my, good stuff. John Franco says, Symphonatic KRDU. Thank you, John. We've got 260 251 Zulu. Wow, 0 knots, no wind, 10 statute miles visibility. Scattered clouds at 14,000, broken 25, 2120. Altimeter 3011. Nice. We have really no wind? That's crazy. No wind. This ought to be an easy one. Thank you, John, for posting that, my friend. We're not below flight level 180 yet. Bruden, I need some hardware. Dude, Bruden, get it, man. Let's see. I'm gonna check really quick before we hit 180 and see if B&H still has it on sale. I might be making stuff up, friends, but when I went to Thrustmaster site today, they had the retail price on this yoke at $449, like $450. And I swear, when I looked last time, and I might be mistaken, I've been mistaken before, as you all know, I'm often mistaken, but I swear it was at $400. But I checked today because I wanted to get like all the specs so we could review that, and it was like, wait, it's $449.99 now? Did they just raise the price $50? But at least when I bought this a week ago, it was $336, and I want to say thank you. I think it was Old Golfer or Delcam. One of you had mentioned, because I missed the Amazon sale. Let me check and see, but they still had it on sale at B&H, and I can't remember who was it. One of you said, SimFanatic, you can get it. Yeah, it's still on sale for $335.99. Let me put this in chat. $335.99. You can still get it, friends. Do not delay, because I have a feeling this isn't going to last, right? It's not going to last. Oops, that's the wrong spot. I'm just going to put the link right here really quick. But check it out. So this is, you can pick up the Thrustmaster and I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with BH Photo, B&H. They got this thing to me like in 2 days. Well, I ordered it on Friday, I think, and I had it Monday. And it originally, when I went to order it off their website, they said Wednesday. It was free expedite shipping. They got it to me. Packaging was great. No damage. And I got it like in the morning on Monday, and I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. So do pick it up at B&H if you're interested in it. But yeah, definitely get it. It's still on sale. But I mean, it's almost like, really, friends, it's like, if I looked at that right, it's $450 as retail. You can get it for over $100 off right now. So, Bruden, talk to your wife and get the okay and pick this sucker up, because it's worth it. Kyle, you as well, man. All right, friends, let's keep an eye on this. I'm going to try to... Did you guys all see me was it last Saturday? No, it wasn't Saturday, because we did a general aviation flight. I think it was a week ago on Thursday. I was having a great approach. I was talking too much. I forgot to put my damn... I forgot to reduce my speed and my flaps. Did you all see this? And then I got it all... I got the aircraft all slowed down. I was flying the... Well, I think I was flying... What was I flying? The 700? And I got it slowed down in time and the landing gear down, and it actually had a pretty smooth landing, but it was a horrible approach. So I'm going to try not to do that again. Aviation Spider said, I paid the full price for that thing. Oh, man. Well, you know, it happens, right? You want it right away. 700, was it? Yeah. But I actually had a good landing. I just wasn't paying attention. I was talking like I usually do. You guys, you all aren't gonna know what the hell to do if I just shut up for like 5 minutes. I should do an experiment. I should just not talk for 5 minutes. I don't know if I could do that. What do you think, Blando? You think I could shut up for 5 minutes? Let's do an experiment. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna try to not talk for 5 minutes. Let's see. I might have one of the best landings ever, or then again, I might do really horrible. Well, let's see. I might try it. What time is it? 10:31. Okay, let's go 10:37. Let's see if I can do it. 5 minutes. I'm not gonna say a word. This will be probably a record for me, I think. What do you guys think? Think I could do it? Bruden would love that. Okay, I'm gonna try it. All right, I'm even gonna go for 5 minutes and 30 seconds, friends. Let's see if I can do it. Here we go. I'm gonna put it up here, and we're gonna start the counter. I'm gonna do 5.5 minutes. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. I gotta move that thing. Probably be over me anyway. I said 5 minutes. So I got time. I got 9 seconds. What if can I put my microphone on mute, or is that cheating? You see my mouth? I'm not gonna cheat. Okay. I did it! Oh my god! That was harder than I thought it would be. I think that's like almost therapy. Oh my god. I didn't think that would be that hard. I honestly I didn't think it would be that hard. It was a... You turned the music down. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be, friends. But, I did it though. Oh. Now I can like sleep tonight. I guess I know if I set my mind to something, I can do it. That was actually, honestly, harder than I thought it would be. And I didn't cheat. I thought about muting my microphone and not talking. Oh, you madcap. Low-Tech, how you doing, man? Good to see you, friend. Good to see you a bit. Low-Tech, it's great to see you, buddy. Fred says, damn it, he didn't think I'd be able to do it. He did not think I'd be able to do it, did he? I was like, kick it. That just kicks ass. Look at all these gamer tags. Look at this. Oh, friends. I was like looking at that. I'm like, holy crap. In front of us, behind us. Looks awesome. Oh, I better see. Now I'm going to start talking again with drag required here. Let's go ahead and hit that drag. Where are we at right now, friends? 12,000, below 12,000 at Karoo. Well, that we easily accomplished. Oh God, yes, I was reading chat. Didn't you see me like start laughing, Aviation Spotter? I was doing all I could to not start busting out laughing because like all your comments, I was just like, oh my God, this is too funny. Oh, that was great. Actually, that was probably more fun for me than any of you, but that was hysterical. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I honestly did not think I was gonna make it. I gotta get this bird landed. I am starving, friends. So I worked usual shift, and then when I got home, I went and did a bike ride, and not that long. It was probably only like a 12-mile ride. It wasn't that big a deal. And I did a short ride because I knew I needed to get back here and get everything set up for the stream tonight. But I'll tell you right now, I am starving because I haven't had anything to eat. That's probably not a good idea. Go ahead and take that speed brake out. I never creased these here, did I? No. I'm gonna switch over here. We're gonna go ahead and set this to approach. It's already, let's go down to 10. Aviation, I also noticed last time I was doing a test flight, I didn't see the intercept here, or the localizer bar, which was kind of interesting to me too. Did you run into that, anyone? You, Aviation, or Kyle, or Old Golfer Delt? I just, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Don, okay, I never talked about, I didn't answer the question on, is the 700 worth it? Jeez, where did I go with that? And I think, was it James? What was that? T. James or whoever it was that asked that question. I apologize because I said I would talk about whether or not this was worth it. So really quick, if you have the 700, no, I don't think it's worth it. Unless, of course, I always have to do the politician thing and do the caveat. Unless you are a 800 fan. I am a big 737-800 fan, like with the Zevo. I've always loved the 737-800. So I would say if you're an 800 fan, if you have the 700, then obviously, yes, it's worth it. Silver Killer, oh my God. Silver Killer says, congrats to the 5 minutes of silence. Thanks, Silver Killer. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Silver, for that $10 dono. And Silver's like helping me pay for the $430 I dropped, as many of you have, just this week on between the throttle, or not the throttle, the yoke and the aircraft. But thank you, Silver, for that $10 dono. Everybody do a shout out to Silver Killer because your donations go right back into the channel, and I appreciate it, Silver. Thank you for the support, my friend. But yeah, 5 minutes, that was hard. That was a lot harder than I thought. But I would say, yes, the 800, if you have the 700, it's not worth it. Unless you're a diehard 800 fan. Now, keep in mind, though, I've only flown this. This is only my third time flying this. So, you know, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, please. I might change my mind in, like, you know, a few other streams while I get more time with this bird. I might drag require it again. Gonna go ahead and put some flaps in. $187. We definitely need to slow down. All right, let's go sterile cockpit. Again, Silver Killer, thanks so much for that $10 dono. I really, really appreciate it, my friend. You are too nice. You're too kind, my friend. Go ahead and drop this down to 20. We gotta get ourselves slowed down. Probably dropped down too far, but that's okay. And someone says, you're welcome. Thanks, bud. We need some emojis. Aviation, yes, you're right, man. We got to work on some custom emojis, and I need to. Actually, I still have not enabled the members for the channel, and I meant to do that this week. I still haven't done that. Maybe I'll get some time tomorrow night to actually get that done, or maybe Saturday morning. But you're right, Aviation. We need some. Anyone good with like doing little artwork, like emoji type things? If you are, I would love to have you help us out. I can do some of it, but right. So here we go. Oh yeah, we're fine. All right, let's go ahead and hit approach. Approach. Oh my gosh. Oh geez, Ace is down now with the $10 dono. Aces, you guys, and you're so generous. Thank you, Aces, for the $10 dono. Everyone say thank you for the $10 dono. Aces, thank you so much, man, and your continued support. You have been with me since the beginning when I started live streaming way back in February of 2021. Aces, thanks so much for that $10 dono. Huge shout out to you, Aces, as well. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. All right, I hit the approach button. Let's see. Now, see, we got the aviation. We got the bar here, so we're going to intercept that. I've got approach selected. So we got to watch our speeds. And, of course, we can just keep our eye right down here. I'm going to try to pay attention to this now. 148. And we're going to intercept that localizer, and then we're going to continue on descending for our approach here. Let's go ahead and, geez, I never turned the RTO off. We're going to go on 3. I probably don't need to do 3. Let's go 2. Probably should get our landing lights on, runway turn left lights on, wing light on, and we should be good to go. Here we go, friends. Here we go. Now, look at this, though. Aviation, now it's showing up. I swear last night it wasn't showing up. Now, the descent profile stuff wasn't showing up, but that's showing up. That's good to see. Signal channel, we are now have intercepted the localizers. We can see on the right, MFD. So, looking pretty good. What do you think, Delt? Is Delt still with us, guys? John Franco is still in the house. Good to see. Just doing a match dono that Brood and the Great will do. Oh, my. All right, here we go. 148. Let's go ahead and mock. Now we got to notice we got to set this down. Got to get that set. Again, our intercept. I'm gonna get the thing buzzing now because I did that too soon. See, there it goes. Let's go ahead and drop our landing gear. If you drop the flaps down to 15, it's gonna aircraft systems are going to warn you that you don't have your landing gear down, and it takes forever and a day for it to shut the hell up. So we'll just go ahead and live with it. Again, our reference point is about 143, I think. Or notch your flaps. We go, intercept. All right. I like the fog too, Kyle. Yeah, a little bit of fog, not too much fog. Look at that wing flex. Somebody threw in on the wing flex. I think it might have been Delgam. I don't remember who said that earlier, but that wing flex is magnificent, isn't it? Microsoft First Tree City Updates 1, a collection of 5 new photogrammetry cities from Germany, Hanover, Dortmund, Dusseldorf, Bonn, and Cologne. Awesome. Right, here we go, friends. Let's go ahead and do full flaps. You can hear that sound. Again, we're doing FS Realistic tonight, friends. FS Realistic. Now, I don't know, Aviation Spotter, Kyle, old golfer, Delt, do you guys usually turn off the autopilot at 1,000 feet above? Or do you do it at 500? I mean, all of us probably are a little bit different. I don't know the standard procedure for commercial flight, if it's at 1,000 or 500. Probably depends on the weather. But I'm going to shut up now. I'm not going to talk anymore because I got to focus on this. I do it at 500, yeah, when hand flying. Awesome. That's typically what I've done to aviation. Oh, I didn't put my speed brake on. There we go. Jeez, I almost forgot that. All right, let's go ahead and disable autopilot. Turn that damn thing off. This is where I'm still not quite used to this. Yoke.
Light slope.
I mean, it's so sensitive.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
What? Oh shit! What the fuck? What happened? I hit my goddamn controls. I can't believe I landed center line when doing that. Oh my God. Like I said, I'm not used to these. I hit the damn button and I went crazy. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, all right. It actually didn't end up being too bad. Oh, thanks, Kyle. What the hell? There's so many controls on the left yoke here. I hit my view button and I just messed that up. But we survived, so we're all right. God. It's always something. I'll tell you what, friends. I'm going to entertain you regardless if I mean to or not. Probably most of the time it's going to be when I don't mean to. But something that Aviation, I want to say thank you, Aviation, for mentioning this. I need to do more replays. Or more replays? I need to do replays, period. I haven't been doing replays at all. And so, okay, so we've got people coming in. I'm going to get myself rolled over here. For God's sakes. I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, actually, I can believe that just happened, because that's typical. Runway turn off lights off, taxi light on, wing light off. And let's go steady. God. I was kind of feeling like I was going to have a good landing there. Don't you guys all think that I was... What do you think, Vruden? I think I was ready to have a good landing there. Aces? What do you think? Gonna get over here by Old Golfer. I love that Southwest livery. That looks pretty kick-ass. I was feeling it too, damn it. I felt it. I felt like I was gonna have an amazing landing, and I hit the goddamn view button, that got me all messed up. Alright. My bad, of course. I'm not blaming the button on the yoke. I'm just saying I'm not used to it, is all. Oop, let's get outside here. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. I gotta get over to the friends over here. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Hurry up right now. Hurry up right now. Alright. Chipper Sneeze is doing a go around. There goes Chipper Sneeze. Sevakilla! Sevakilla's in the house. Let's get these tunes cranked up. Here comes Silva. Silver, that's looking awesome, buddy. Silver, look at you, mofo! Look at that landing! Wow, my brother! That is beautiful! Nice job, my friend! Wow, that looked impressive, my friend. That was beautiful. Hey, Kyle's excited for the butter. Kyle's excited for the butter. Here comes Fly Boeing! This, by the way, SimFans, if you're joining us tonight for the first time, this is when we highlight you. This is where you all, well, you always come in, but this is where we highlight you all coming in. Let's watch Flying Boeing. I bet he's going to nail this one. Watch out for hitting that wrong button, that view button that happened to me, Flying Boeing. It can happen. It can sneak up on you like you wouldn't believe. Oh, look at him touch down on those, wow, on those markers. Look at that. Flying Boeing, you son of a bitch. You did it again, my friend. And by SOB, I mean it in the most respectful way, and you know that. Nice landing, my friend. Nice landing. Lowtech420 says, I see that the 40th anniversary update in November will have the Hughes H4 Hercules, aka the Spruce Goose. Ooh. Oh, Howard Hughes, Spruce Goose. I'm a big fan. That thing did take off, right? It did take off for a few seconds. It did do it. 42 likes. SimFans, thank you so much. You make the aviation world go round in simming. Who's up next? I see TTA back there. I see Short Round. I can't. You guys have your nameplates all like overlapping. I can't tell who the hell's up next, but nonetheless, it'll be good. Love is love. By the way, I forgot to put this in the details. Do you guys know that this is freeware scenery? Look at this. Look at the terminal as we wait for some of them to come in. This is freeware. I got it from flightsim.to. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's older freeware scenery. I think the individual that put it out did it like way back and like shit. Is it January 2021 or something like that? So it's not like the latest and greatest, but it's still better than the default. I saw that, Aces. All right, so who we have now? Let's see. Flying Boeing, that was an excellent landing. And see, I missed. Who's Dog Tired Gamer? Got old golfer in there. How'd you do, old golfer, on your landing? I'm gonna make you all dizzy, especially John and Rudin. Gonna get him dizzy here. All right, I think we have TTA Simulate coming in. I don't know why I wanted to do that to you, John. You're all good. I wanted to get Rudin dizzy. All right, here we go. Yeah, Aces. Now we know, right? Take Bruden's comments with a grain of salt. All right, TTA. Let's see how you do, brother. All right, TTA. We're all watching you. TTA, you've done a lot of good landings here lately, my friend. Oh, it's looking good. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, on the numbers! Look at that show off! TTA, nice job. That was amazing. That was amazing. I even think Flying Boeing would tell you that was amazing. Nice job. Wow. Right on the 2-3. Right on the 2-3. That was awesome. I agree, Low Tech. That was... I'm telling you what, TTA is going to give Aviation Spotter and Kyle and all of us a run for our money. We're going to have to do a landing challenge. We talked about that. We're going to do that soon. We're going to do a landing challenge. Not just like we're doing tonight, but like the actual in-game landing challenges. We're going to do that. So we can get our scores and like share numbers and stuff. That's always fun. Yeah, that was impressive, TTA. John Franco says, I found out Icelander flies to Reykjavik from RDU. How cool would that be to fly here? New Haven, collect your bags, rebook. Yeah, that would be cool, man. Sorry, I didn't want to miss Chipper Sneeze. I think, did I miss somebody? I hope I didn't miss it. No, I didn't miss anyone. Okay, cool. All right. Is that short round coming in? Quite a few of you are coming in here. We're not going to end it until we get everybody taken care of here. All right. I see short round in the background there. I see some of Kyle. Kyle's going to close it out, isn't he? Chipper Sneeze, are you going to land? You're not going to land on 2-3 right, are you? I hope not. See you, Broden. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, my friend. Always good to see you, Broden. And you're definitely a regular now. Always have fun with you, and we have playful banter, obviously. And so, Bruden, thanks so much for joining. We'll catch you hopefully on Saturday. If we're streaming on Saturday, I do plan on that. I'm about 90% sure. But take care, Bruden. Peace out, blue skies, my friend. All right, here we go. Short round. Short round's coming in. Chipper C's is landing on 2-3 right. Son of a bitch. Chipper! I can't get both. Well, maybe I can get both of you. I'm going to try it. You guys watch for... Okay, so we got Chipper back there. We got short round coming in. Oh. I see why Chipper C's took 2-3 right. Hey, Chipper, I'm not laughing at you, brother. Dude, you're all good. Look at this. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, short round. Nice job. Nice job. Some of Kyle. Here comes some. Here comes Kyle. Oh, that looked good too, though. That's a great landing too. Are you in the 7? You said you're in the 700, right? Yeah, that's the 700. No, that's the 800. Never mind. Is that the 800? That looks like the 700. Nice job, Kyle. Good landing. Good landing. Although I think we have to give it to TTA. Wouldn't you agree, Kyle? Wouldn't you agree, Aviation Spotter? I think we're gonna have to give it to TTA tonight. That looked amazing. I think we got everybody. Chipper Sneeze, where are you, brother? Where's Chipper Sneeze? Flying Boeing went over. What the hell's going? Oh yeah, because I got the freeware. That's why. All right, friends. Been a blast. Been a blast. I'm so glad that actually Asobo and all your nameplates came in, because I would have been really, friends, I would have really been bummed out if we didn't have all of you coming in, because that's the most fun for me is watching all of you come in and land or take off. And so you all make it just as much fun, probably more fun for me than I do for you. But I want to say thank you to all of you for being a part of our family, a part of this channel. And until next time, SimFans, please keep up the support, but keep enjoying what you do. Enjoy simming. I know some of us can import these things, like the, I didn't even have my, God, I just realized I forgot to put the Bravo on. The Bravo cam on before I landed. But anyway, not everybody can afford all this fancy equipment. We realize that. There's some of you that are out there that are on the Xbox. We appreciate your support and you joining us as well, because again, we're a community. But again, I want to do a special call out to Aces Down. Thank you, Aces, once again for being there almost from the beginning. Thank you for that $10 dono. Appreciate it, my friend. And Silva Killer, our new moderator. Welcome to our moderators group as well. Silver Killer has been with us a long time as well. Gives great ideas and support for the channel. Again, Silva, thank you for that $10 dono. Appreciate my friend, my brother, my pal, my amigo. And let's go ahead and go to the rest of us. Kyle, thank you so much, Kyle, another moderator. Kyle, always appreciate you joining. You are a professional as it goes with simming and in guessing with real life as well. Always appreciate you joining us, Kyle. Hope you're doing well out in California, and you know, keep tuned in when you can. Know you're busy as all of us. Aviation Spotter, you've done so much work for this channel, especially with your compilation videos and the little intermission thing, and then the introduction video. Aviation Spotter, I am so thrilled that you're back here, my friend. You're like back with us. It's so great to have you back here and flying with us. I'm hoping you'll have some good news to share with all of us. And I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm hoping, and if you don't, that's okay too. But I know there's some things that you are aspiring for, and just really appreciate all the work that you put into all those videos that makes this all of us appreciate an immersion that it adds to the channel. And so Aviation Spotter, thank you. And to the rest of you regulars out there, there's a lot of you. Low Tech 420 TTA, nice job again landing tonight, man. That was impressive as hell. I don't know why my scroll wheel isn't working on my mouse. It's like a bummer. And so TTA, thank you so much for joining. Bruden already took off, but Bruden already called you out. But thank you again, Bruden, if you're still here. Good to see you. John Franco, again, a call out to John Franco. Friends, say thank you to John in chat for this suggested flight. Was happy that we could do this, John. W Fields, if you're out there, we'll try to get yours in on Saturday. I do try to do all of your, maybe not all, but most of your suggested flights out there. Join our Discord if you haven't already. But John, so great to see you. I see you a lot in Captain Canada streams, and so it's good to see you here as well, my friend. Let's go to the next one. Who do we got next? We have W Fields had mentioned. A lot of you are chatting in here, and that's good. I'm doing a lot of scrolling, by the way. A lot of scrolling. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this. Marion Harris. Marion, thank you so much for joining. I don't know if you're still in here, Marion, but Marion has been here for quite some time now, so appreciate you, Marion, for joining our stream tonight. Good to see you as well. Old Golfer 67, you're a regular, man. You know, I've called you out several times tonight. Old Golfer, appreciate you. You and Del Gam helped me in so many ways, especially with the 7.3, like at the beginning, when I couldn't figure out the frickin' visors, you know. But appreciate it. Old Golfer 67, Del Gam 88, if you're still there, thank you so much for joining as well, my friend. Jamie Whitman. Jamie was with us earlier tonight, and no, Jamie's probably out and about now, but Starship, I miss Starship. Starship dropped in and said hi. It was so good to see Starship, I guess. I said, I'm saying it like I saw Starship, but, you know, obviously I missed Starship, so my bad. Starship, if you're watching this later, thank you. Blando Calrissian, how the hell did I forget? Blando, my other moderator, the one that got me started streaming in YouTube. Thank you to Blando, because if it wasn't for Blando, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. So Blando, thank you so much, my longtime friend. A big shout out to you, Blando. I don't know if you're still here, but love you, my friend. I consider you a brother, as so many of you I do that. I think I'm almost there, right? Catamith was here. I didn't even see Catamith. How much do you like the Boeing Yoke? God, I missed so much stuff. There's just so much chatting, and I love it. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change it. I honestly wouldn't change it, friends, because I love it. So Catamith, obviously probably gone now, but it's good to see Catamith. Let's see who else we got. Don C. Don, you're a regular, man. I don't know if Don's still here, but hopefully you're doing well, Don. We still are constantly thinking of you, Don, and wish you nothing but the best. And hopefully we'll see you in Call of Duty soon, Don. Always fun to play that Call of Duty with you. All right, friends, I think Arlene C. Shit, another Arlene. Arlene's been here. Been a regular for a while. I'm sorry I missed you, Arlene. See, I'm going to catch you if I scroll up. I did call it short round, right? Short round, thank you. Harry W., my Cyclone friend. Harry W., is good to see you as well. I think I got everybody. Sage, Texas. Sage. Obviously, Sage. Don't want to miss Sage. Sage, Texas. It's great to see you as well. And I think I got through everybody. If I missed you, don't worry. I'll catch you next time. Or the next time. And if I don't catch you the next time, I'll catch you next time after that. But friends, thank you so much. I love all of you. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your support, because I know you could be doing other things. Probably a lot of other channels than that you could be more interested in. I just really appreciate that you come and join our channel, our family. We're growing steadily, but it's more importantly that we do have a lot of good people within this channel helping one another. You are all the reason it's successful. So again, I appreciate everyone joining. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon. Again, watch for the Discord and watch YouTube. Hopefully I'll get something scheduled for Saturday. I do plan on about 90% sure be streaming, but I'll get it scheduled tomorrow for streaming on Saturday night. Until then, SimFans, this is the power walking, right? I just have to end the stream by embarrassing myself, right? But SimFans, thanks so much. I will see you next time, and until then, stay safe, take care, and of course, put it in chat, guys. You know what I'm gonna say. Catch you next time. Love you. Peace out.